to the tune of OPP. Minority by nature, no time for idle chitter chat and petty iteration. Teaming to me exponentially like I'm Barack's inauguration. Erratic calculations, nah, I runs the infinite. Only way I slow me down is with some calcing by a limit. They might no longer show the work, the answer self-evident. Some truth should be proclaimed in the Declaration of Independence. Things not instantaneous can be approximated by adding up our changes till everything integrated. Word to my partners in calculus. Yo, you down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. You down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. Integral, grind exponential. You down with BCP? That's the way we rotate radiannually. You down with BCP? Down with BCP? You down with BCP? You down with BCP? That's the way we do things limitlessly. Down with BCP? Down with BCP? You down with BCP? You down with BCP? That's the way we do things limitlessly. Yeah. You down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. You down with BCP?
I think PJ would be proud of this one.
Switch the flow. Shift the tempo. Yeah.
Sounds like that could be our first chat poll, as if we think PJ would be proud. But I'm not sure about that, Dan.
Let's do a chat poll. Grade me on that dance.
Nah, let's just keep it real simple to start things off, all right?
No, I want to know what everyone thinks of that opening dance. I was proud of it.
Be proud of Shorty's.
Yeah, because you can't give like multiple answers, right? Like, give me an 1 through 10.
No, we can do an ABCD, but I just want to know: do you guys think that PJ would be proud of Shorty's dancing to start the show? I will chime in on this one. I will say no.
I think yes. No. I'm saying yes.
We will see. We're a very democratic channel here on BCP. We do not support the CCP. Cliff, I'm sorry, we do not support the CCP. I hate to break it to you.
I'm proud of that dance. That's what I'm gonna have to make sure I keep track of this one to use that clip for the future, because that was a good one. I'm proud of myself.
No way.
White men can't dance, right?
Ma'am, sir. What'd you say?
Excuse me?
So we're PJ will not be joining us tonight, everyone. He is coaching. Their practices are going until 9:30 tonight, Central Time. So yeah, we might not see PJ for a while with how that's going, right? Like, because they're in their training camp right now. So that could be the schedule moving forward for, the foreseeable future. Hope not, but, either way. Maybe we'll do like a side show or something on a day when PJ has time or something. I don't know. We'll figure that out.
Well, I believe you guys are going to be resuming the All-22, aren't you?
Yes.
That's so PJ hopefully can feature in that. Yeah, I don't know what that.
It depends on when they give us when the game is available to me. So we can definitely do that. We will be doing that for sure. I think it was Tuesday last year, so that sounds good. Because then we'd have Tuesday that All-22, Wednesday Chris Watson, Jason UK Bears from the British Bears show, and then Thursday, 3 days in a row. Packing you guys full of entertainment here on BCP.
And there's oh my God. This is some breaking news.
Before we...
No. We're about to address the chat, right?
Yes.
There's a certain sleeve that may or may not utilize Cream that just DM'd me on Twitter and asked me, who is Ghost Any? The man, the myth, the legend is alive and well. Let's take a look at our participants in the chat. What's that?
What are you talking? Wait, what? Wait, say that again?
Cream Sleeve from Twitter.
Yes.
We're live on the air.
Yes.
He just sent me a DM on Twitter. Very mysterious, okay? Mm-hmm. He asked me, who is Ghost Any?
Oh, thank you.
So I was looking at my face. He's hearing me talk about that.
What's up, Cream Sleeve? Thanks for watching right now. We hope that we entertain you. Let's get to our chat, man. You guys are amazing. By the way, Foster, I don't know. We don't. Foster is in Michigan. I think he's out there trying.
He's on
out.
my turf.
He got sick of the beer brought pussy from Wisconsin giving him that stain on his mustache, so he finally got rid of it. I think he's in Michigan right now, so I think he's trying.
He's on Twitter. Hey, Cream, you're letting us know that the Twitter is alive and well. I'll be very honest. I'm very skeptical of the Twitter. I would never stream to Twitter at this point because it's just bots. But you're not a bot, Cream. I appreciate that, buddy.
Appreciate you, Cream. We've been trying to get him on the show, by the way. We're trying to get him on the show. Anyone that doesn't know Cream, he is the janitor for Hallis Hall, and proud of it. So
I'll try and be as respectful as I possibly can on today's show. So
yeah,
I've got no comments.
We might one day we might just have a show with like that backdrop with just like the outline of a person and the voice is going like
Yeah, Cream, let's just be open and honest about this. Just use AI. Use AI to find an AI tool, right? The old Chat GPT. How can I use AI to disguise my voice?
Yes.
Boom, 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 boom. Figure it out, buddy. Door's wide open for you.
Let's get to our chat. Our chat is blowing the F up right now. Jason, UK Bears, we might be able to keep okay, so Jason, you're here. I appreciate you hanging out with us so late in the UK. Armando Lara Jr., thank you for joining us. Plank Bruja 7, good to see you again, my friend.
King Buka, a.k.a. Kink Buka.
King Buka. Cliff Victoria, our resident fan. Supporter, not fan. I don't like using the word fan. Supporter. Love you, Cliff.
I prefer the word friend.
Friend, yeah, thank you.
Have you ever seen this one
Cliff
guy in
is
chat?
a friend. Cliff's a true friend.
I believe it.
Broke bread, one of the best cooks I've ever met.
As long as you didn't break his back.
Ma'am, sir. What'd you say?
Now,
well, if it was on a mountain, did it was or was not on a mountain? Did it count?
It's
Squeegee Minister. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, go ahead.
You take the low, I'll take the high.
I'm not going low or high on you. I'm not doing none of that,
Okay,
man.
this is ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Minister, you suck. Minister Charles Johnson.
He's a baller, man. I hate him though. Like Michigan guy, I can't stand him, man.
Minister Charles Johnson, go blue, buddy. Fucking love you.
Plank, man, you're amazing. We hope that you enjoy the members content that we are going to be putting out tonight for you. It was an interesting one. It was just the two of us. So make sure you guys check out the members. Those of you that are members, please make sure that you do check out the video that we're going to drop tonight. 30 minutes of Carl and 20 minutes of both of us. And yeah, it was fun.
It was about 25 minutes, and I only got to talk Bears for about 5 minutes until Dan kind of turned everything on its head. But it's for the good. It's fun. If you guys remember and you've got the spare time.
We started talking about it, and we're like, well, why are we... This members content is not to talk about the Bears exactly, because that's what we do on the show. So we're going to talk about this subject cannot be avoided that we were talking about. So it's just like, let's just go into this subject. And it was a fun one. Hope you enjoy it. And thank you.
I'm really enjoying this topic. And I'm not pointing at my PP. I'm pointing at Cream Sleeve. And maybe that's the same thing. I don't even know at this point. But Mr. Cream Sleeve, for the audio listeners, says, I tried to order a microphone at Circuit City online, but think I was scammed. Hope to join the live soon one day. Yeah, Cream, if you are not getting your microphone, I'd just start buying stock. Buy some Circuit City stock, buddy. See what happens.
Cream, you can simply take a pair of earbuds, put it right into your ear, connect it right to your phone. We send you a link, and you sit on your couch holding your phone when you talk to us. It's that simple. It's that simple.
What about this? What about this? And I hate to dwell on this. What if Cream agrees to answer, I don't know, 5, 10 questions, and we'd have to think on this to get it kind of personal to someone who is training to replace Larry Mayer. But instead of him recording anything to rebuttal and respond to our comments, What if he used AI to generate the responses? I don't know. I don't know if that works.
Yeah, I don't know. But let's get to so King Buka. A couple of others I want to talk to about in chat here. King Buka World. We'll get to him in a second. Vernon Roseman. Vernon Roseman, good to see you again, my friend. Thanks for joining us tonight. And Mammy. Mammy is my mammy. That's my mother. She goes. It's our thing. She's my mammy. Mammy, I love you, mammy. So, hi, Mom.
Hello.
And I totally lost my train of thought on that. That all threw me off.
Are we still saying hello to everyone who's in the chat? Mr.
Yeah,
Vernon Roseman?
Oh, no.
Voice?
King Buka World.
Kink Buka?
King Buka World, sorry.
Kink Buka?
Kinky Buka
I
World.
misspelled Kink Buka's name one time in the chat, and now it's my running joke with
I
him.
just call him Buka. I don't want to fuck it up. I've fucked it up too many times. I just go, it's your Buka to me. So Buka, please. God, I wish dude, put your earbuds in, plug them into your phone or whatever your earpods are. We'll send you a link right now, Buka.
Yeah.
And come on and tell us about your day today at training camp, because Steve Rogers, who won the training camp ticket, what was it, 2 weeks ago? Last week?
2 weeks ago. Because you did a show last week, and I was not in
Correct. So it was 2
Illinois.
weeks ago.
I was in Ohio, so it was
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. Yeah.
So, Creighton Wilfong, really quick though. Sorry guys, my computer decided to take a Foster smoked weird sounds and won't power on. So you're on your phone. Okay. So Buka, put in your earbuds. We'll send you a link. You can come on the show, just for 2 minutes.
We can have you be audio only as well, man. We can make it work.
Talk about training camp, because
I have a very specific question for King Buka, and someone who saw it in person, I think, is the only person who can give me an honest answer. So this is my request to you.
Yes,
please.
So, side note, we did a raffle. We did a drawing, right, for the winner of the training camp ticket, which was today, and the winner was Steve Rogers, but he couldn't go, and he ended up giving the ticket back. Walt from the Bear Review was so kind to give that ticket up for the raffle. I contacted him. I said, "Would you mind if I just gave it to someone? I don't want to do another raffle and make that another whole show again." So he was like, "Absolutely, like whatever you want to do." And I know that Buka from the Sports Zone Chicago chat, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, one of my favorite shows. Check them out. Sports Zone Chicago, Sean Sierra. Immediately I was like, well, he was trying really hard to get a ticket and he couldn't get a ticket and he was bummed. So he was the first person that came to my mind. So I offered it to him and he went to that training camp today. And I would love to know if what your thoughts are, and damn it if you'll just come on the show and tell us, but I don't want to pressure you. We appreciate you. Simon, my cousin's in the chat now too. What's up, Simon? Good to see you, my friend.
So we are applying the full court press. Chat, answer the poll question. Should King Buka join us for today's show? It's at 100%. Let's keep it at 100%.
Wait, what was the last one? Who won that? Me or?
Would PJ be proud of Shorty's dancing? 64% said no.
Damn it.
Wah, wah.
I keep trying. Everyone's going to say yes to this. It's 100% to this poll.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that we've ever been close to on this channel regarding 100% is predicting the Bears to win every single fucking game of the season. So,
yeah, I mean, and our
15-2.
Yeah, 15-2. Our wins 15-2. You guys are awesome.
Oh, I have some secret intel, and I don't know if I should be sharing this, but I added a couple columns to the old record prediction when I finished up with Bearski Film yesterday. So I know David's true intentions.
Well, no, we need to get Chris Watts and Jason UK Bears too.
Yeah,
Maybe
if they can ever stomach it and survive until 5 o'clock when I'm off of work, I'd be happy to spend literally 5 minutes with them taking care of this live on air. If they ever wanted to allow me to do that, but
well, that's
the 11 o'clock their time.
1 or 2 o'clock in the morning for them. So
No, it's 11. They're 6 hours ahead of me, so
you're
5
saying-
plus 6
gotcha,
is 11.
Gotcha.
Zach Sullivan, I voted no on the dancing. An honest man.
Damn you, Zach. Cliff, Shorty, watch Saturday Night Fever again.
And Mammy says, LOL, Cliff, true.
Am I gonna get a copyright strike for that? Can I hum that shit?
No. I'm tempted to cut this poll off. We're at 12 votes, and everyone says 100% yes.
Look, Carl, play the music.
No.
I cannot dance Saturday Night Fever to this music. Come on, play it for me.
I'm not playing nothing.
Come on, play it. There's no way I can dance
Chat.
Saturday Night Fever.
Chat, one in the chat if you want me to play Saturday Night Fever.
No. I want you to play the opening music, the BCP soundtrack.
Oh.
Come on, let's see if it works.
Oh,
And then we'll start talking Bears, I promise you.
oh boy. Hold on.
Carl has a
Let's
great
go.
subject. A great subject.
Well, I wanted to start with your subject because I'm perplexed by it, but
You down with BCP? You down with BCP? You down with BCP? You down with BCP? That's the way we do things limitlessly. Yeah.
I
You
can't
down with
even-
BCP? Yeah, you know
Like,
me. You
I
down with
can't even
BCP?
think
Let's blow.
about that movie right now, dancing to that. It's just, it doesn't work. It doesn't work, Cliff. It doesn't work.
have you thought about dancing rather to this song?
What? No super chats? Wait, Carl, did you see that right there? Did you see that chat?
Did you see this?
Shit, fuck Green Bay.
You see this?
Ooh. Who voted no? Who voted no in the poll?
There's one no?
Maybe it was Kink
It was
Buka.
probably him.
Maybe it was Kink Buka. Yeah. This is exciting.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Why don't we do this? Let's
get.
get our angst and our anger out of the way while we wait for Kink Buka. If there's any way that I can provide you with a link, let me know. I don't.
I
Think I have you
got
on
his
Twitter.
email address. I'll do
Fantastic.
it. I'm doing it right
Okay.
now.
Fantastic. Okay. I don't know if you can do that and think and talk
Should we
all at the same time.
Come and walk at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Talk to me about this silly thumbnail and the name of the show. Do you remember what you named it? Anything? Bueller?
Yeah,
Bueller?
the Ian Wheeler fan club.
Impressive comeback. He blew his socks off, man.
Dude, he had a awesome run denied by a holding call.
No, I don't remember that, so maybe you've got me on that.
He had the touchdown run that was denied.
Let me see if I can find that clip for myself then, because I literally don't
It was
remember
like a
that.
12 to 15 yard touchdown run, dude. It was beautiful. It was a thing
I
of
watched
beauty.
the game on my phone while I was driving back from Ohio. It was grim. I don't remember much of anything of the game. Let me see if I can find it for myself. Do you have any idea? Was it third, fourth quarter?
It was the fourth quarter.
No, Romy, I hate to break it to you, man. They've never hit me up. And I think I'm going to go broke and die at the same time because of it.
After the penalty, then who was it? Whatever the quarterback it was, Keenum or
Was Keenum the quarterback while he was making
Keenum
the
or
run?
Reed threw a touchdown pass. They got a touchdown out of it still, but Ian Wheeler earned that touchdown on that drive and fucking looked just like he did last year. Do you want to talk about that right now, or do you want to get into the other subject?
I do. No, I really want to talk about Ian Wheeler to start because I think I'm looking for some education. But I think you're forcing me to see the play. Do you have any added context? Because he was behind Deion Hankins. Ian Wheeler, who was a UDFA himself, he is behind a UDFA on the depth chart, in the rotation, whatever you want to say. He is at the bottom of the barrel.
Can you answer the question for Squeegee really quick before we move on? Because I'm curious.
No, he did answer it properly. Yes, Ghost Energy is Ghost Tribe of Dumb Fuckery.
Oh,
You
it's an energy
play
drink.
play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I don't know what to tell you. I haven't changed the sign in like 6 months, man. I don't know. It's an energy drink. I'm just trying to get a sponsorship, man.
Let's do it. Romy, what's up? Thanks for joining us. By the way, Zach Sullivan, thank you for joining us. That was a good burn on me. I appreciated it. Simon, thanks for joining us, of course, too. Romy, man. So, King Buka, I emailed you the link to the show. All you got to do, put your earbuds in, take your phone, go to somewhere that's quiet, and go to your email on your phone, click on the link. It'll take you to a first page that you'll be able to test your sound and all that shit and your audio. And then you come into the studio. You will not join us live. You will be in the background. And you can give us one of these, and we'll bring you on the show. And I'm going to be this is epic if this happens, Carl.
No, I'm very excited for this, King Buka. Patty L, how's it going?
Patty,
Guys, I'm desperately striving and trying to find this clip of Ian Wheeler that Dan's talking about because I simply cannot remember it. If you have any added context, score, time left in the game, anything, please let me know. I'm desperately trying to find it right now.
by the way, while you're doing that, can I just play this on a loop?
You can tell it's AI because it comes out of his cheek and not his mouth, but it's
I don't
so
care.
close. It's
I don't
so
care.
close.
It gives me joy. This gives
is
me
on a
joy.
loop. This is insane. No, we gotta pull the plug.
No,
Pull the plug on that.
this gives me
Oh,
joy right
God.
here.
Okay.
This makes me just so satisfied. I'm so satisfied by this clip. Just 100% satisfied. This fucking guy. I'm sure you guys agree with me on that. So
it looks like it was before the pass to Jade Walker, who I'd like to talk about Jade Walker as well.
yeah, that was a touchdown. That was the touchdown pass. But before that was the Ian Wheeler run. So Ian Wheeler came in the game and he picked up right where he left off last year. This is the thumbnail of the show. Ian Wheeler. And finally, we lubed up the audience. Now we got 85 people watching. Thank you, everyone, whether you're on Twitter or YouTube, for watching us right now. Ian Wheeler.
It was a 9-yard run. He bounces off a wimpy tackler and runs through a second. It looked fine. Yeah, it looked fine.
Oh, my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, King Buka is in the background. Buka, give us a thumbs up when you're ready. And then we're going to finish this quick what we were just saying.
Oh, shit.
Because this is going to be exciting when you come in. So just to
do
finish,
I have the honors?
You can add on. You have the honors. And when we just finish this quick talk about Ian, we'll bring on Buka. That'll be a lot of fun. And then we'll get back into this Ian conversation. Because we saw what he had last year. Like, I remember, just like a psycho Bears fan, just like everyone else is. Who are these UDFAs? And then I start diving into them. I was like, dude, this guy's got speed. That's all I care about. And then I'm like immediately rooting for him. And then he shows up in preseason, and then he blows his knee, and the rest is history. And he comes back this first game, and it's like he never left. It's like where he picked up where he left off. And it was just great to see. Let's talk about that more in a second. I'm going to give you the honors right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are being graced with the actor from a commercial, Mr. King Buka. King.
What's up, everybody? How y'all feeling?
Man, you made my year.
No, you made my year, man, giving me that ticket. I appreciate it. I've been trying to go to training camp since I was like 10.
Jeez.
Yeah. So, and I always failed. Something always happened. I was never able to go. So, it is what it is, though.
That entire, because we did it totally, real, and there was no. You could tell there was there was all the mathematics behind it. It wasn't,
And it's
know.
recorded. Anyone
Yeah.
who wants to call BS, I did everything transparent.
You did
That's what I would
fucking
appreciate.
great
So
job, Carl. And the whole time I was rooting for you because of talking with you in chat, and Sean Sierra's show, Sports Zone Chicago, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 p.m. Central Time, or 9 a.m. Central Time, 10 a.m. Eastern Time.
do you just want me to run the old commercial that you have
Yeah,
in
just
here
do it, man. Fucking do it.
Hey, it's your boy, the Superback, Sean Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms. On Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel, you can find us at Sports Zone Chicago. And on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Best show out there for all Chicago sports in the morning when there's nothing else going on. Fucking check them out. Please do that. And Buka, seeing you like in there, like talking about trying to get a ticket, and I was just rooting for you the whole time that this drawing was going off. And then when Steve came back, I was like, nah, it's going to Buka. Sorry. We're not doing this again. It's going to Buka. So I am so glad that you appreciate it. And telling us that story that you've been trying this long and never been.
Man.
Dude, I went to training camp and stayed in the dorm rooms with him for 3 seasons, So, like, you know that, right? I got this. I still have it. It's my media pass from 1995. My signature is behind the tape. But like, I could like.
That's funny.
There's no way I was going to make it, or any of us was going to make it, and I'm glad that you got to. And thank you for joining the show, man. It's an honor and a privilege to have you with us. And I'll let you talk now, man.
No, thanks for having me, man. This is, making my debut, I guess. So, again, I appreciate the opportunity to go. It was funny where I was sitting because I was with like people that go all the time. So I was the rookie there, so they weren't even really paying attention. They were talking about all type of stuff that I was like.
You can swear on here.
Yeah, don't hold back, man.
Oh, okay. There's just all type of.
You be you, man.
Yeah, that's all we want.
They were just talking about all type of shit, like what they having for dinner and like what dress rehearsal and all this. And I'm turning around like, man, the game, shut up, like just trying to watch everything. But I had a good time, man. And I went solo dolo. I was there by myself, so I didn't even care. I just had the opportunity to go and I took it. But one thing I didn't know, because I almost fucked up and almost didn't make it, I didn't know that you cannot park at Hallis Hall.
Plank has made that exact mistake before. You got to take yourself to the mall, right?
Yeah. So I drove up and I'm looking for a parking lot and I'm like, okay. All right. So then I'm like, where do I go for parking? They was like, well, there's no parking here. You have to go to the mall. I'm like,
yeah.
What mall? Because I don't know nothing about the burbs. I'm like, I'm from the city, so where do I got to go? It was like about 10 minutes down this way, go there, park. There's going to be a bunch of shuttle buses. So I go to the mall, and I see all the guys waving me down like, hey, come this way, come this way. So I finally get over there and get on the bus and get to the Hallis Hall and walked in, got to see everything, all of like the jersey setup and all of the different things they have before you get to the actual field, and then the Walter Payton Center. Man, it was the greatest experience. I appreciate it, man. I had a ball today, and it was good to see everybody and get a chance to see it for myself and see that a lot of times what the media be saying be bullshit when they be talking about the team.
Yeah, let's get into that. And before we do, I apologize for that because I mentioned it in Sean Sierra's Sports Zone Chicago chat to you. So I said something like, yeah, like something about when you get to Vernon Hills to park or whatever. And I didn't even think to like let you know, because I knew that you needed to go to the Vernon Hills Mall park and they shuttle you from there. And Vernon Hills Mall is where I used to. That was my mall before Gurney Mills opened up. So I knew it well. And I apologize. I that was information that I knew that I should have relayed to you just out of,
That's not your fault. I mean, it's probably out of sight, out of mind. It's
Yeah, it was
all
totally
good.
out of sight of mind. Yeah,
I still made it. I was getting in regardless. So I was either gonna park at Vernon Hill or just pull onto the field and get arrested, and y'all had a whole nother story to tell. I was getting in there one way or another. Trust me.
So tell us, please, give us your full experience.
Well, it was cool to see. It was kind of like it was a more chill day because they got the joint practice tomorrow. So it was more like they were just wearing shells. They weren't in full pads, but they weren't really going as hard, but they were still going. And I saw like a couple of things that stood out to me, man. Billings, I call him Bulldozer Billings. That is a big motherfucker, man. That dude, man, look like he ate about 3 folks, man, for real. That's a big dude.
Have you been to a Bears game in person at Soldier Field or any other stadium before?
I've been to one game,
Okay.
but it was a long ass time ago. So I haven't been like it. I went when we were bad. Like I think like Neil Anderson was like the running back when I went.
Oh my!
Is that the Michigan legend? I can't even remember. No, that's
how
Anthony
long
Thomas.
ago it's been.
Bro. I have access to like 5 or 6 season ticket holders. The best it goes from like end zone, 100 section. That's the worst. All the way down to the 100 section on the visitor's side, third row, 30-yard line. Like literally, you could spit on the players. You're so close. You're almost so close that you're too level to the field, and you're like, look, you're just slightly above the players. So it's kind of like, is it a good view or not? Because you can see more from up higher, right? But it is like you can talk to the players. Dude,
So,
I will get you tickets to any game that you want for face value, my friend.
Oh man, I appreciate that. I'll definitely be hitting you up about that because I definitely want to go to a game this year.
Well, you got my email. And
I want to go
you can
to
exchange numbers too. If you, I'll exchange my number with you if you want to do that.
Most definitely.
Absolutely.
I want to go to the Detroit game. So like when they win, when I get a hold of Don Burr and that other punk that be on there, I'm gonna let it.
That'll be at the end of the season, though. That might be the battle for last place, man. I'll be the negative Nancy.
Dude, that might be a good ticket that I can get for him then, because people, that's too cold then. I'll work on that for you, my friend.
So I appreciate that. Thank you.
King Buka, the reason I asked you about that is just because when you go to a game, and I remember this from my first game that I went to, these humans are so exceedingly large, it's terrifying, man.
Yeah,
I went to a game, I think it was Mitchell Trubisky's rookie season, and it was against the Lions at home. And I don't know if you guys remember the game. He had a scramble that took the Bears into position to win the game on a Connor Barth field goal, and he missed. But that was the year where they both had Akeem Hicks and the little tiny guy who ended up going to the Eagles. I think the guy's name was Maddox. I literally can't remember the guy's name. But essentially, Akeem Hicks was on his back getting his quad stretched out, and just the guy's quad was as big as that little defensive back. Some of these huge humans like Andrew Billings, they are fucking massive, man. It's terrifying.
Yeah, Billings is like, and he was unstoppable today. And the little one-on-ones they had, like every time, they could not stop that dude, man. Billings is going to be a problem this year, man. Like,
did you get a look at Grady Jarrett?
Wait, hold on. Let him finish.
I didn't see Jarrett up close because the reason why I saw Billings so close is because he actually walked up to the crowd. Like up in the bleachers and started signing autographs, even though they're not supposed to, because like some kid fell last year out of the bleachers, so they're not allowed to do it. But he was like, I don't give a fuck, I'm going over there to do it anyway. Awesome. And he started signing autographs, and I looked up and I saw him, and I was like, damn, that's a big motherfucker. And like, I'm not exactly a small guy myself, but that just made me feel. I was like, okay. There's a pecking order. There's a place. I'm normal size big. Yeah. He's football level big. It was crazy.
I asked you about Grady Jarrett is just because whenever I see the guy with his, not shirt off, but his shoulders exposed, I feel like his shoulders alone are just bigger than my skull. Like, these guys are huge.
And I saw Brisker too. Brisker's just pretty tall, man.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize he was that tall. He was he signed everybody's autograph that came up, all the little kids. He made sure it got to everybody. I just I didn't get an autograph. I just gave him a fist bump. I was like, handle your business this shit, boy. And gave him a fist bump and walked off.
And that's the shit you're gonna remember. You'd love a signature, but that's the stuff that sticks with you, man. That's all. That's so cool. That's so cool.
Yep. And but those only two I saw up close, and then at the end of the day, they were doing like the wide receivers were doing like something back and forth, like they were doing the back and forth drill, like the suicides, and was it? I can't.
Yeah, I can't.
Olamide
is a kid. Just call him Ozzy.
I call him Olamide Zacatecas because I can't pronounce his last name. So I call him Zacatecas.
Wait, talk about your Ruben Hippolyte really quick before you do that. Before you continue, Ruben
Hippopotamus.
Oh, Pedialyte. That's what I call him.
Pedialyte.
You've got like 5 others too.
Yeah, I got a bunch of nicknames for him, man. But yeah, Olamide, man, that dude is fast. That dude is fast as hell. I didn't realize how fast he was until they was doing the suicide. Like when he was going up and turning around, other folks were still like JP Richardson was like just coming back when he was on his way back. I was like, damn, this dude is quick.
Really?
And I think,
King Buka, don't you think it speaks volumes that Luther Burden III played to the very last snap of the second quarter? OZ is your starting slot. He's going to have a huge season for the Bears, in my opinion.
I think
very underrated signing.
I think he is for now, and I've been saying the same thing about Olamide too. I think he's going to be one of those unsung heroes. Like he's going to be one of those guys when you look at his stats at the end of the year, you'll be like, damn, this guy had like 600-700 yards.
And success follows that guy everywhere. He was a favorite target of Matt Ryan, the deep shot guy in Atlanta. I don't know exactly what he did in Philly. Philly has been good in recent memory, so I'm assuming he was good there. Look what happened last year. All he did was help a rookie quarterback go to the NFC Championship game with the Redskins. Zacchaeus is a baller. I'm very excited for him.
They're gonna regret letting him go. They seriously are because now they got, they think they got I call him little Debbie Samuel now because that dude looked like he didn't
that's incredible.
Had a couple of orders, you know what I'm saying? So so that little Debbie Samuel's over there.
The wide receiver Andrew Billings. No disrespect to Andrew Billings, but Jesus.
Yeah, that dude, man. And so they're gonna regret letting him go. Yeah. So I can't wait to see it, but I can't wait to see the whole thing put into place because there's so many people, man, that's just like anything that anybody says, they take it to the 10th degree, like the whole Hyde and Caleb shit. Like come on.
And I've got some good juice for that as to
we'll get into that
why.
in a second. Yeah,
but I want to hear what King Buka has to say about.
Wait, listen, Carl. Guys, we got some juicy shit coming up that Carl's about to explode on us in a little bit. But
all right.
No. Let's get through this. You suck.
Public service announcement: I will not be exploding juice on anyone.
I would say that's a different website for that.
Yeah, that's the cream sleeve shit.
Which is also a crazy name, but that's another conversation.
Isn't that a weird? That's
cream
a crazy
sleeve,
name.
AKA
He's not watching.
Larry Mayer.
I guarantee you, he went to bed. Now he's not watching us anymore. But that is
He gave us the time of day, and we can put it on YouTube and Twitter and everything now.
I want to thank him for joining us. If he's really the janitor of the Bears, what an honor. I do have Larry Mayer's number in my phone.
I was going to say, I think he actually may be the janitor of Larry Mayer. I think he's Larry Mayer's assistant, and I think he's just training and generating a buzz on social media to take the Bears' social media to the next step. Yeah. It's very plausible. But
it makes sense. So, Ian Wheeler, anything from him today, Buka?
I didn't really see like all of the running backs really just. Yeah. I mean, it was like I said, it was real calm. Yeah. Like nothing from the running backs really stood out today. it was just like it was like like I said, it was a soft practice because of what's going to happen tomorrow. So they were like really taking it easy, trying their best not to overextend themselves.
Yeah.
So maybe you've already answered my question that I had, but you said that you're excited for what this offense can become. I wanted to know, just from your eyes, did it feel like anything was close, maybe compared to what we saw on the field last year? Is this offense leaps and bounds better, or is it just too early to tell?
It's still, to me, it's still a little too early to tell, but you can see one of the things that you can see about the team as a whole is the camaraderie. You can see the camaraderie of the team. Like these guys, it's not going to be like if let's just say, for example, knock on wood, we all hope that it doesn't, but if it goes bad, ain't going to be no mutiny. They ain't turning on Coach J. Coach J ain't playing that shit. He'll let you know. Which I also saw him too. He waved at everybody. He's waved at everybody when he was walking across the field. But I think from what we've seen last year with Detroit, even though I know that offense is going to be completely different, he's not going to bring, like you said, he's not bringing that playbook over here. He's creating something all new. I think I'll probably say for like the first 3-4 weeks or the first month, it might come out a little slow, but it's not going to be bad. It's just going to be like baby steps. But I think the 5th week on, like after that bye week, it's going to be smooth sailing. I think we're going to see finally an offense in Chicago where you can say, damn, these guys are putting up like averaging like anywhere between 26 and 30 points a game.
That'd be incredible. So you mentioned the camaraderie aspect. I don't even know if you guys know, the Bears released a new episode of 1920 Football Drive at 7 o'clock Central, literally like 90 minutes ago. I can't tell you how many times I heard the word brother, especially when Roma Dunze is talking to DJ Moore. I probably heard the word brother 10 times in 15 minutes. I mean, I believe exactly what you're saying with that.
100%. It's you know that the defense is easier to learn. The defense is just, it's 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, 6 concepts. It's all the same. It's just a matter of lingo, and the defense is always going to have the upper edge when it comes into training camp with a brand
early.
New.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there, I've said it myself, not on the show. I've said it just out loud or in a tweet that iron sharpens iron, and iron is sharpening iron right now. To hear the words coming out of Ben Johnson's mouth is just so refreshing that it's everything that I thought Jim Harbaugh would be if we signed Jim Harbaugh last year. Like, I was pounding the fucking table for Jim Harbaugh last year. Well, fuck Jim Harbaugh. Good coach. He's getting old though. I want this version, who's a better version, which is Ben. And
he's a baller, man. I hate him though. Like Michigan guy, I can't stand him, man.
No disrespect for Jim. I'm sorry, buddy. Continue.
Ben is just going to. We're seeing it. It's weird because us like super diehard fans, right, Buka? Like we know what we're seeing, and we're the ones that were at that stadium saying, "Sell the team." That wasn't the first time we did that against the Seahawks last year. I was at that game with Jason UK Bears. Sell the team. Sell the team. No, just use your fucking brain and get the right people in place, and we won't be saying that. And they did that, and it's amazing. And all of the Caleb talk that we're going to get into here in a second is just fucking maddening.
Oh, Sean just popped on.
Sean, what's up, Sean?
Oh, shit.
You promote him 3 times, he will come.
Uh-huh. and the funny thing about how you're talking about like the right people in place and the coaching, like I don't know how many times I said it, like with last year, like with that whole coaching staff. First of all, nobody, like, name me 3 people from that coaching staff developed. To me, one person got better, and that was Dexter. That was G-Dex. G-Dex got better out of the whole coaching staff. They didn't know how to develop anybody because we had a coach. The coaching staff was brought to you by Mattel. They were a bunch of clowns. That's why I always said that. It was ridiculous, man. Like like just some of the decisions, and then even some of the things that they all would say, like not just Flus, all of them, when like they would have the press conferences and you would listen to them, and I would just have like that face that my mama used to give me when I would say something stupid, like just like what? And that was like the whole year. It was ridiculous, and you could tell like when you could tell when Flus should not, if he plays poker, he need to stop, because when he lying or know when he don't believe what he's saying. With Coach Jay, you could tell like that is a man of his word. And when I started really believing him, and because he's like, hey, we all we all have a form of jadedness when it comes to this team. But when I don't remember who asked him, but it was about Burton. When they asked him about Luther Burton, they said, when will he be back? And he said soon. And he was at the very next practice. I was like, okay, this dude tells the truth. Because with Eberflus, when it came to injuries, he would say day to day, which meant 3 months from now.
Yep.
We all remember the day to days. Oh yeah, he's day to day. And then like with Briscoe, he's week to week. We didn't see his ass for the rest of the year.
Yep.
Which I also think he was held out. I think he was fine to play, and they held him out like just to save their own ass, because there's a underlying like dislike and hatred.
Brisker and Gordon are on the same contract year, right?
Yeah.
What?
Brisker and Gordon were drafted.
Tyler Gordon got his contract extension.
I know,
I'm not
but
sure if that's what you mean.
what Buka is saying, if they had to pay both of them in the same year, right?
Well,
so
the truth of the matter is, I can't even think of the guy's name. Jaquan Brisker. The second that Eberflus was fired, because if you guys remember that day, he did a live presser in the morning via Zoom, whatever it was, and then it was reported that he was fired. I was on Twitter like I always am. Not even 60 seconds later after he was fired. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. That tweet does not exist anymore because Bears management said, you got to act professional, but he showed his true feelings. They did not like him. And I think I just listened to Brisker talk the other day. He essentially said that our personnel, which is extremely similar, is in a better position now, just because of a different coach who's more aggressive. So...
I don't even have any social media, and I knew about that damn smile, laughing emoji. Because Brisker did not like that dude, because I think that he held him out against, using the rules to hold him out to play. Because I think he was ready to play. I really think he was. Because that if you got a concussion that lasts from week 4 on, then you know what I'm saying? It's like, whoa, that's pretty bad. I've had a few concussions myself, so
that was the long. Like, who's been held out longer? That has to be the longest one of all time.
We had our bye week early enough, right? Like it was after it was right before the Jaguars game in London. He couldn't travel. It was right after the Panthers game, right? He finished that game. So I don't think the concussion could have been that extremely awful. I don't know, man. It was a very situation through and through. I agree with you, King Buka. He could have played. And
then you got Tua, who was on the ground throwing up blood, and he came back like in about 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, they were like, Tua's done. He has to retire. He has too many concussions.
Yeah, because Tua's on the ground and I was like, oh man, he's dead, man. But he was back. He came back before Brisker.
Yeah.
So I think it was a whole bunch of stuff that was going on last year with the coaching staff.
It would totally make sense, right? Like both contracts, both good players, Gordon and Brisker, same year. You can't pay him. I don't know. I'm just speculating that maybe they wanted to wait another year for the other one because of it. Listen, Brisker did have a injury history, so they probably just wanted to sit him to be cautious with him and get him back, and then maybe get him into the last year. Maybe not conspiracy theory but get him into his final season, and then he continues to ascend, and then they can offer him the contract, right?
I think you're looking at it from a weird point of view. I think I agree with what you're saying, but the fact of the matter is kind of what me and Buka said. Guy didn't like the coach. Coach said, okay, I can't run the asylum. You're just not going to play. Always injured, always injured. It was bullshit, and I'm positive that was one of the little tiny pieces of straw that obviously ultimately broke the camel's back for the first time in Bears history. Fired a head coach in the middle of the year. literally never have been done before.
Hey, whatever happened, I'm glad it broke. I'm glad that final straw broke.
By the
were
way, Shorty,
all-
did you ever delete that video of you saying that you wanted the Bears to extend Eberflus the week before the first week?
Shut up, Carl.
You can pull me. It's fine. I'm not.
Yeah, we were all mad at the Hail Mary and the 15 yards, but you know what? Thank you that happened. Thank you for that Hail Mary.
I am so pissed about that play today, to this day, because Caleb drove us down the field. We scored. Drove us down the field again. Kramer fumbles on the 1 yard, on the 1 inch line. He drives us down the field again and scores, and then we go up by 2 points and lose by a boneheaded fucking coaching mistake. I will never get over that.
And do you know what's funny? Do you know what's
I start
funny?
thinking about it got us Ben Johnson.
Do you know what is funny? As unprobable as that Hail Mary was, it was statistically, in my opinion, just flat out harder to give out the fucking run the very next week to DeMarcado on the goddamn Cardinals. That was even harder to concede. And you did it twice in a row? That's like lightning striking twice on your pee hole.
I remember
Ow!
right when that fourth quarter, or that second quarter was about the first half was about to end, and I'm thinking, there's no way they're just gonna score again with a miraculous fashion, right? Like this can't happen, and it
The
does.
fucking coach on the Cardinals conceded. He's like, oh, just run a draw. Fuck it. Just run a draw. What the fuck? It's insanity.
You know what? With Eberflus, all is possible. So I mean, anything after year 2 did not shock me with that guy. It was just ridiculous. And I think I'm pretty sure I gotta check in with my sources. But when he got fired, I think he killed those bees. And I think
God, the hard knocks from the top ropes.
Yeah, I think he killed
Hey,
those bees.
I don't know if I'm going to get myself or BCP in trouble. I have the street addresses of Matt Eberflus and Ryan Poles. We can go check it out.
Sure.
We can go check it out right now if you want, King Buka.
What
I got a car.
He killed it. He's a bee murderer. He killed them all.
Wait, I'm missing this.
He went Dexter on
Do you
those
not
bees.
remember him, Matt Eberflus, having like not a beehive? I don't know what to call it. He was essentially
like a
tending to
beekeeper.
bees. Yeah, he was a beekeeper at his house. His incredible $5 million house on the lakefront that could literally see the city.
I remember that now. Yes,
Yeah.
from Hard Knocks.
Yes,
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
those bees are dead. Yeah, breaking news.
Did he take his bees with him when he left?
No, he turned into Dexter. He killed all the bees. They're done. They're dead. We're done.
So how do you think he did it, though? Do you think he had like a knife and just went one by one, or he put them in between the little glass panel?
He just put them all in plastic and smothered them and going.
No, he sold them for $50. Somebody else that wants bees to the neighbor. I'll buy them from you. Here, $50.
Shit, the neighbor wanted him gone. He got fired. He was like, "Good, get the fuck out of here." For real, man. It's the best. One of the best things. You know what? Did you ever think? To be honest with you, did anyone ever think that we would have a coach this soon worse than Matt Nagy? Did anybody think that would happen?
I'll be honest, I'll put the egg on my face. I thought that Matt Nagy started incredibly, and I didn't think he was the worst coach of all time. I think that maybe he was just a little in over his head.
Buka, I'm still stuck on Dave Wanstead. Like, we went from Mike Ditka to fucking
that's way too
Mr.
early.
Mustache, who had like a weird scar in it that made him look. It wasn't a perfect mustache like Ditka. We went from Ditka to that to like, yeah. And that's what I was. That's the days where I was, I showed you my media pass. I was in the dorm rooms. I was Eric Kramer. He's been on the show a couple of times if you haven't seen it. And like talked all about that too. Like dorm rooms, my meals, standing on the sidelines, almost had my knees taken out by Jeremy Lincoln. Like I'm losing my point. What the fuck was I talking about? Fuck.
The question was, can you believe that we had a coach so soon that was worse than Matt Nagy?
No,
Right.
so Matt Nagy wasn't the worst coach.
No, he wasn't the worst, but he was like after that first year, it was pretty. It got pretty bad because
It's when
I think he was in like full retreat mode after Javon Wims dropped that touchdown pass against the Saints. He was scrambling. He was like, "Oh my God, what the fuck do I do? Bill Lazor, help me!"
Ask yourself the question, and what is the answer? Why? Why do you think that happened in that way? Because his first year, he had all these fucking good, the Santa's sleigh and all this shit, right? He was creative. He was using his brain. Second year, he went to, I'm going to do the Andy Reid thing. Dude, do the Ben Johnson thing. We all thought that Matt Nagy at that point, after the year 1, 12-4, it wasn't a double doink. It was blocked, by the way. It was a block. I'm calling it a fucking blocked kick.
It was a tipped double doink.
Phrase
that is the godforsaken term for
Two
that.
things can be true.
It was a blocked kick.
It was a tipped double doink. Let's just call a spade a spade.
And after that, we thought that team could have. Our defense was just. We were having one of those seasons, right? That it was just like
we would have had way too much momentum. You cannot convince me would not have won that Super Bowl.
6 touchdowns for Trubisky against the Bucks, right?
But can we give Parkey some props though? Because I mean, who else could hit the upright as many times as him? Like that takes.
Yeah,
it takes a block. Buka, it takes a block.
No, he hit
the
all
uprights like 6 or 7 times
against the Lions earlier that year. Like we got foreshadowing like a novel. It was insanity.
Totally
that noise is in my brain.
That noise. I hate it.
Like I'm like this dude. Like either he's doing this on purpose or he just got the most shitty luck. Like for real. Like how do you hit the uprights that many times?
Yeah, maybe it is pure skill. Shit.
I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me of that because that does come into context. However, it was blocked.
I remember where I was with that damn block kick, man. I bowl in the league. I was in my bowling league. We were all watching the game. Man, I never like the soul of the whole place just left. When what was it? Who's announcing that said double doink? What's that punk's name? I don't like him either.
Collinsworth.
Yeah, that almost said something.
Yeah. Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, those fuck ups.
Yeah, Al Michaels don't even like Chris Collinsworth, but yeah, him, that dude. He almost when he said double doink, I was like, oh shit, here we go.
You're like, this is living in infamy right now, right? You're like, fuck.
Mm-hmm. Like, we're gonna be known for.
It was a block. I refuse to call it that anymore. It was a fucking blocked field goal, guys. It's been proven. It was. It's not. It didn't go. They didn't change the record of it, but it was proven to be a block. You can see it in the.
Yeah, it was tipped. It was tipped. They got a fingertip on it.
Yeah.
But with the talking about the coaches though, like with this new staff, like compared this staff to last staff, I have more faith in this coaching staff as a whole. Even because it's going to take, let's all be honest with you. This is going to be Coach J's first time being a head coach. He's going to have some mishaps. He's going to have, but the squad that he has around him that he hired is going to help him out tremendously. He has the one thing that's been missing is experience with these coaches. He has a very experienced coaching staff.
And I think he needs that almost desperately because he
Absolutely.
is a rookie head coach.
Mm-hmm.
So, King Buka, I'm just trying to drive that nail finally into the Foster's coffin here regarding your point. I don't think it's wrong for me to feel that the Bears could go off to a slow start. Do I think that the Bears are objectively worse than the Oakland Raiders? Absolutely not. The Bears will probably end the season with a better record than the Raiders. But why do I have to come up here and say, oh, they're going to go on the road and beat a team in their 4th ever game of this head coaching new cycle here? I think they're going to get off to a slow start.
Listen, Carl, it goes one of two ways. Either they come out hot because there is no tape of them for anyone to study. And we've seen it happen before. It happens a lot with new head coaches, new regimes. The team comes out hot, and then they start to get figured out. And then, there's more tape of them as it goes along. And then they, things get harder and harder from there. But there is either going to be a burst coming out of the shoots, right? That we're just going to, Ben Johnson could just like pull all of his creativity out of his ass and go, oh, we're having a hard game. Fuck it, let's run this play. And then boom, we're, now we're in the game again. That's what you're talking about, Buka, is this coaching staff. It is undeniably the most uh, confident coaching staff that we have ever believed in our entire since the Mike. We're talking about now. I'm 50 fucking years old. I was 10 years old when they won the Super Bowl in '85. So like you get any farther than back, and anyone else knows that Mike Ditka started this whole culture for us, and anyone from that point on, Chris Watts and Jason UK Bears from the UK, that was the team that made them Bears fans. That's a team that made most of Europe Bears fans. And so now, this, as we get into this generation of the Ben Johnson era, we know it. We've seen it. We are so overly amped every year, and 15-2 from our chat this year, and 11-6 for me for like the last 4 years straight. And last year I vehemently said that we were going to win the Super Bowl, all the way down to like I predicted 11-6. It's like, okay, if we win the rest of the games, we can still be 11-6 and win the Super Bowl. It's possible. Blah 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 blah. That's how we think, but we all know that in the back of our minds, it's false, because this team has never fucking found the blind squirrel, has never found the nut. And we all knew that. And now we all know for certainty what we have here. And that's what has changed this fan base into a different direction. And the other ones that are stuck in the past and shitting all over the quarterback and shitting all over this and that, those are the ones that they're going to come around. Because, eventually this greatness will transpire into what we all know will be, $4,000 plus that I've spent on Caleb Williams rookie cards, because I think to myself, if 10-year-old Shorty could go buy all the NBA cards, in the shop that day, and have like 20 Michael Jordan rookies and have them, have 10 of them PSA graded 10, I'd be living on a fucking island right now. Paying you guys $150 an hour to fucking come on the show. I'd be that rich. So that's how I believe in this system. I believe in what they have finally lucked because Ben could have left last year and gone to a different team, but I believe he wanted to come here.
I do too. I really believe that too, that he wanted to come here.
And I can explain that, because I totally agree with that as well. But I just want to circle back. I mean, the highs are too high, the lows are too low.
I'm always too high.
Why is it one of two ways? It's only going to be one of two ways. The Bears' offense is only going to be all pro, all 11 all pros, or they're all going to have to get cut? No, it's going to start slow. And sure, if the defense... I'm going to make fun of David from Bearski Film yesterday. He said, oh, what if Caleb Williams sucks, but the Bears defense only gives up 15 points a game? I had to stop him in his tracks right there. I said, 15 points a game means that you're the 1985 fucking Bears. So why do you have to be iconic on either side, good or bad? This defense is probably going to end up being the 16th, 12th best defense in the league. The offense could end up around there too, but it's not going to start that way.
I will
no,
say
he's
that.
not. No, he's just trying to be realistic, and that's why I'm trying to expound. That's why I'm trying to explain to you. It's like I think our defense will be middle of the pack, could elevate to near a top 10 unit when all said and done. But this offense is not going to be Detroit immediately. It's going to take time. It's going to take a lot of time.
Immediately, right?
I agree with Carl, but I'll say this. I do agree with it. I think that they may start off offensively slow, but in those first 4 games, if the offense starts off slow and they end up either 2-2 or 3-1, the league is in trouble. They are in trouble.
I'm standing up now. Go. You go.
If they start off slow and they still end up winning, like winning games coming up either 500 and above, once they get rolling, it's going to be a sight to see. I mean, but the thing is, they have to go out and do it.
There's a very real possibility they could go 3-3 after they're done with the Saints, right? Mm-hmm. So then you're probably going to take your lumps against the Ravens and the Bengals. Let's just be real here. After that, though, Jesus Christ, the only obvious loss on that schedule is the Eagles. I'm not saying they're going to run the table, but J2K might be spot on here. I mean, you could end up winning 7 out of 8. That schedule, especially if Rodgers is already having weird calf issues right now, you can sweep the fucking Packers. I don't care if Ricky on Twitter is saying that the Packers are going to trade for Micah Parsons. You could sweep them. I don't give a fuck. But it's not going to start immediately, and I just hope everyone realizes that and doesn't fucking throw me to the fire like I'm the One Ring in the process.
No, nobody's throwing you to the fire, my friend.
No. Like I said, I agree.
That's because you're not on Twitter.
Because
Well, you're an asshole on Twitter.
You could start
I
off.
fucking hate that website so much.
The offense can start off slow, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be bad. It can just be like it can just be slow. It
Well,
could be.
I'll be right back. I have to piss.
The passing concepts are something that I don't think you're going to get to the tippity top most efficient here right away, right?
Not yet.
I am very skeptical of the Bears running game. So if you don't have a running game early and they can hone in on that, okay, we've already stopped the run. You're down 2 scores. You have to pass. Now Caleb Williams is going to be facing 8 every single play. He's going to be having 8 rushing at him or 8 in coverage against him. And that's going to be a shitty situation.
I think the running game is going to be a little better because of the interior. I think because if the Bears, whatever running back is back there, they're going to finally be able to, before they even get touched, be up 2 or 3 yards instead of getting hit in the back in the backfield and still, trying to make your way up. I think that with that interior, first runs will probably be like, it'll be 2nd and 7 or 2nd and 6, better than 2nd and 9 and 2nd and 8 like it was last year.
I think it's important for this offense to stay on schedule. Yes, I agree with that.
So I think they will be a little better, but they just need to execute like with today also at camp, run a whole lot of pre-snap penalties.
Good.
I think it was like one. Might have been a false start, or might have been something else. Because I was looking down a lot at my phone.
Yeah,
but I think it was only one pre-snap penalty.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, that's good. Now we just gotta expand on it. We gotta keep going. We gotta keep going because right now that's the main issue is the pre-snap penalties.
Yeah, and that's all getting used to each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am not, let's say, a football guy, right? I wish PJ was here to kind of expound on this, but essentially there's little tells and maneuvers and intricacies on the offensive line that you get used to. I always see the big one, right, where there's the head bob of the center, and then the right guard taps the tackle, boom, there's the ball snapped, you go from there. It's going to take time to get used to each other. The cadence of the quarterback, you're going to have to get used to that. Do you know exactly what each and every single play call that's being called by the quarterback? Is the quarterback saying that play call correctly? It's going to take time to all gel together. So this is a question, and I'm glad Shorty's back to at least hear this. I think that this pre-snap penalty you referred to today was on Theo Benedict. But what can you tell me about that guy? Because in the last 2 days, he started to get left tackle number 1 reps. He
looked pretty good, which it's weird that he kind of like came out of nowhere. But you got to everybody remember he was hurt last year, so we didn't really get a chance to see what he could do. So a lot of people are saying, well, if they're putting him in, that means that so and so is bad. Which I don't really think is the case. I think what they're doing is they are cross training in case of injury. So that's why they are having a lot of them play right tackle, play the right tackle as well. But I don't care. Whoever is the best man, I don't care if it is. If he's the best man for the job, put his ass there.
Yeah, no, absolutely, right? Like the idea from a philosophy standpoint, and that's kind of where a lot of my logic comes from, because again, I'm not a football guy. Philosophy standpoint, 2nd round pick invested in a tackle, he better fucking start. If Ozzy Trapillo is your swing tackle for the entirety of his rookie contract and he just walks away for nothing at the end of it, that's a fireable offense in and of itself. So, I agree with you. Theo Benedict, if he's a starting left tackle, who gives a fuck? My problem, I guess, is I don't think Ozzy Trapillo has had first-team reps, or at least the majority of them, ever since the week of the Dolphins game. I think that Ozzy Trapillo is trending downwards, and if they're just conceding defeat immediately and saying, yeah, you need to, practice to be our swing tackle in 2025, I'm not necessarily happy about that. Because I saw Braxton Jones have a bad game against the Dolphins. We all know he's coming off a pretty significant lower body injury, and he was already a guy who everyone dubbed as having a weak base. It's like 3 strikes you're out, man. Like, this left tackle position is not as good as we think it's going to be. The one saving grace I will give, and to kind of counteract my thought here, we don't know what any of these left tackles look like, right? Theo Benedict, Braxton Jones, Karan Amagaji, Ozzy Trapillo. We have no fucking idea what they look like in a football game next to Joe Tooney. That is a huge point. If Joe Tooney can help those guys get better and say, hey, I need you to do this, Braxton Jones, I don't give a fuck what you do. If you fall over yourself, don't get beat on the fucking inside at the very least. If he can coach them up that way, then maybe we got a shot. But at surface value, with the way things are trending, I'm not too happy about it with the left tackle position.
Yeah. I think with Ozzy, the way I feel with it, if Ozzy is now if he's where Braxton is at this point, play Ozzy, because Brax is what's a 4 year now? Is it 4 years?
I believe this is his 4th year, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this is 4th year.
Because this is his contract year, yeah.
All right. So if the rookie is where the 4 year man is at this current time, what are we talking about?
So can I play devil's advocate on that real quick?
Oh, absolutely.
If you've got a shitty average, Charles Leno situation, and now we've already set the precedence with the Tennessee Titans paying the former left tackle of the Steelers literally $25 million a year, if you can trick someone into that with Braxton Jones, you're going to get a 3rd-round comp pick, and you invested a 5th rounder. So a 5th rounder and 4 years of starting experience to turn to a 3rd, that's a Ryan Poles masterclass. That's why I've always banged the drum for Braxton Jones.
Brilliant, Carl. Brilliant.
Yeah, that's a good play right there.
But at the end of the day, I want the Bears to win football games. I don't care about anyone. I just want the Bears to win. So if Ozzy's better, play Ozzy.
Though.
Whoever's the best man, put him in. That's how I feel too. If it's the Canadian Eagle, hey, soar your ass over on that left side. Go ahead.
Have the Bears ever gotten like truly lucky with an offensive lineman? Like, they signed John Tate in free agency, and that was incredible. But as far as like a draft
Reuben
pick,
Brown too.
Was Reuben Brown a draft pick or a free agency pickup?
He was a free agency signing.
Okay. So yeah, if the Bears ever had a day 3 offensive lineman pick that literally was like competing for Pro Bowl and All Pro honors, I can't remember it.
That's a good question. Let's go back.
Good.
Maybe Olin Kreutz.
I think it's early 80s, bro.
Yeah, it predates my life. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
And the Chiefs, I'm going to make Trey Smith the highest paid guard in the NFL because I picked him in the 6th round, and he's literally God. It's like, come on, give that to us.
Yeah, that's a great question, man. Cliff, 1985. I mean, what? Got to go back to that 85.
Yeah, I've heard the name Jay Hilgenberg.
Then
we just always had shitty luck at picking tackles. I don't know. It's just always been that way.
It doesn't even have to be a tackle. I mean, I don't. Yeah, it just sucks. It just sucks.
Jay Grizz, what's up, my man? He's saying I'm still very leery of Pull's eye for talent.
Well, Jay Grizz, you don't have to worry about that because our head coach also has GM responsibilities. I say very tongue-in-cheek.
You mean he's like has a heavy influence on the GM?
Yeah, I mean, all of a sudden, one year in, rookie head coach, and we have a brand new fucking offensive line. It's just coincidence. That's luck.
I think Coach J told him to shut up a few times in there. It was like, no, we're taking this guy.
I'm not totally.
That's why Ryan Poles is here, and that's why Ryan Poles got extended, because there was a gentleman's agreement, a below-the-belt handshake. Hey, I'm the head coach. You're going to give me the money I want, and you're going to listen to my decisions.
Dude, he makes more than Poles.
Yeah, I fucking believe it.
They pay this man, what, $15 million a fucking year?
$15 million a year. Coach J, $15 million a year. Who would ever thought that the Bears would pay any coach anywhere near that?
Buka, I am not kidding you. I was laying in bed on a Wednesday night, and I was with my wife, and she's on her phone, and I'm on. We go to bed, and then we sit. I love to watch usually, primitive hut building videos until I just drop the phone on my chest and wake up and go to bed. Put my phone away and go to bed. So I'm laying there this night, and I'm going through all the coaching candidates, for the Bears before they hired Ben Johnson, and the guy from the Ravens and their offensive coordinator and blah 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 blah. And I'm looking for the dorkiest guy, I'm looking for the most McCaskey identifiable fucking head coach. Because I said it a lot last year. You can pick him out of a lineup. So I was trying to pick the guy out of the lineup. I'm laying there with my wife, and I'm like, look at this guy. I go to this guy. I'm like, dork. He's a candidate. Yeah, let's look at this guy. The Ravens offensive coordinator. That's a fuck. I was dead sold it was going to be the Ravens offensive coordinator. I was like, this is on my phone. This is the guy. I'm doing a whole fucking show. I'm going to rant about this tomorrow on the show. And I said, I pulled up Ben Johnson, other guy, a couple of confident coaches, Jim Harbaugh, blah, blah, blah. Ben Johnson. I go, look at this guy. And he's talking to the media after a game and not, he's like joking around with them and not giving them their answers. And I was like, this guy is way too confident in himself for the fucking McCaskies to hire this guy. So therefore he is off the list. I'm going with this dildo from the Ravens because he's the most McCaskey competent person, right?
Or that bald son of a bitch from the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Forgot his name. Yep.
And I'm like, I'm going to go on a blow up on the show tomorrow about this. I wake up the next morning, they hired Ben Johnson. I couldn't fucking believe it. I sat here like, wow, that just ruined my show. Like, what do I do now?
You know what? Were you guys like me though a little bit and had that McCarthy, that Mike McCarthy in the stomach feeling?
Yeah, I did.
Anybody else feel that?
I was so convinced of it for maybe like
So was
12 hours.
You're right.
It was bad.
McCarthy was one of the interviews I showed her. I'm like,
I was ready to kick some shit over because I thought it was going to be Mike McCarthy.
And shout out to the fucking Redskins for allowing that door to get slammed the fuck shut.
Yeah.
If the Redskins and Jane Daniels don't give us our current head coach, it probably is Mike McCarthy. Let's be honest.
Yeah, and I said to her in real time, I was like, this guy is he's the most confident in himself amongst all these other like coaches that could be or should be the Bears head coach, but he's been like whittled down for losing the Packers job to you go from the Packers to the Cowboys and you still lose your job. Like you're like gonna come groveling to the Bears. He'll give up some sort of power to the ownership and he'll be the guy, or this other dildo from the Ravens. And then I wake up to Ben Johnson. I couldn't. I had a hard time believing it. I was like, I was almost skeptical at first. I'm like, well, what are they just going to hire this guy? Like I have nothing to say about the guy because, right? Like he's done nothing but proven himself. Cheers.
Fellas, I pulled a dummy move. I didn't bring my charger with me. My phone is at 2%, so it's about to die.
Boy.
So I gotta jump off. It's at 1% now. I gotta jump off here.
Okay, please tell us that you will join us again soon.
Oh, absolutely. I had a great time. I'm definitely gonna be on with you guys again. So
please do. Oh man, it's been an honor and a privilege. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you had fun today. You are most welcome. Thank you for being a supporter of us, man. You're awesome. You're hilarious. We'll talk to you soon, buddy. Get out of here.
King Buka, if you ever want to spin up a show on a Saturday, if it doesn't work out for you on a Thursday, let us know. Let us know.
Phone's dead.
Got him at his last dying breath.
Oh, my goodness. How awesome.
Incredible.
How awesome was that?
Yeah, I mean, I like I always said, you've had some bad moments, in my opinion, where you kind of say, I don't give a fuck about the show. These Bears suck, yada, yada, yada. And again, the highs are too high, the lows are too lows. But
you mean privately? Yeah.
What I'm saying is no, you've said it on camera. I'm positive of that. I'll go find it for you.
I probably have.
This shit right here is what makes it special. We were talking about the Bears, but like this shit right here is what makes it special, man. So I'm so thankful that Buka joined us today.
Dude, I am so thankful. Thank you, Buka, for joining us. He's gonna go plug his phone back in right now. Get it partially charged. If you want to join us again, you're welcome to do that while it's plugged. He was in his garage clearly, so.
Yeah. You were talking about the content lowdown for BCP. I'm not going to have my Smy to my Thy and Smy co-host back, but I've got a tiny little Rolodex I've built of people who could join us for a Saturday night, Saturday morning. I don't even know what it will be, but there'll be a show. I just did one. I did a guest appearance with Bearski Film. So if you guys are listening and you want to talk your shit and just yell at me, have at it, man. I will be much obliged to that. So,
dude, that is awesome to hear that. I appreciate that.
yeah,
You know that-
I know that a Thursday night right before a Friday, I have no idea what our audience does as far as a job. There's probably a lot of guys who have to be up very, very early, and an 8 o'clock start time is just
Hey,
too
Carl,
late.
Carl, I want you to know that, I just turned 50. I could drop dead of a heart attack any day now. And who knows? BCP is in my will to you, just so you know.
That's fucking incredible stuff. I don't even know if I deserve it, but
You do. You have done an amazing job. You've become a great friend of ours. You have grown with us. I mean, you've helped us grow. I want to thank you, man. You've done a fucking fantastic job. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
nothing
You're
to
there
do
every
before,
time
man.
I can't be, and you don't even question it, bro. Thank you.
Just another Thursday, like you say. Wake up and it's Thursday. So,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be here if I didn't enjoy it. The guys listening to my voice right now are as equal of big of a part as this as anything. So,
I
I appreciate it.
I mean, there are so many days. I get to Thursday, I'm like, oh, man, I don't want to do a show tonight. I tell you guys, I don't want to do a show tonight, and I do it, and it's just the best fucking day of my week every time I do, because
Gotta
of
agree.
what you bring to the channel and our chat and our other, PJ and Foster, who are not with us tonight, but we're still fucking plugging along and we're having fun.
Yeah.
And it was
And
great
that
to meet you
goes-
in person too, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say I was apprehensive, but it's like, how is this going to go? You always have that little bit of like, what the fuck's going on? But when you guys said you were pulling up, I was like, all right, I'm going. And it went about as good as I think it possibly could. I had a blast. So.
Oh yeah, we went out for drinks afterwards, had a great time. Fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, your personality shines through. I thought it was hilarious how you just started chatting up that random guy. I was like, yeah, that's Dan. That's Dan.
Oh, what random guy?
You guys were talking about smoking meat or something.
Oh,
Trying to
that
keep
dude
this
that I met
not
at the
lewd.
bar?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. That
Yeah.
gave him my number too, and he was about to enter a contest, and I gave him the
Yeah.
perfect wood to smoke with. Cliff Victoria, you know what wood that is. Okay, I'll tell everyone right now. Go onto your phone, go to eBay. If you don't have the eBay app, download it. Type in. Let me make a banner.
God damn it.
Type in this.
That's
It's
my man. That's my fucking man, Plank. Over 2K subs. Congrats. Bear down, bear down, bear down. Those pictures of Caleb Williams. Plank, member for 8 months. Thank you so much, buddy. Oh, Melon Smasher, the known banter starter. This is a conversation that I don't think anyone wants to talk about, but my God, Travion Henderson. He looks like the best player from the draft so far. And I got to give Shorty his flowers. Shorty's the one who wanted him, and I said, no, I'd rather have Judkins. Judkins is going to end up in jail because he hits women. And Travion Henderson is the truth. He's Jahmyr Gibbs 2.0. And hey, you want to talk about Ryan Poles? Ryan Poles tried to fucking trade up for Travion Henderson. I got documented proof on that, courtesy of the Patriots YouTube channel. He stonewalled him. We only tried to give up a 7th-round pick, so maybe we didn't try hard enough. But he said, for anyone who thinks, oh, we tried to leapfrog the Patriots for Luther Burden, fuck out of here. The Bears are one good running back away from me to being in the Shorty school of thought. I'll start spending $4,000 on fucking trading cards. That's how good I think we'd be if we had a quality back like Travion Henderson. And Mike Vrabel fucked us. He fucked us from behind. So.
What do you think about? What do you think that Vrabel's going to do with that team? By the way,
They're a wild card team. And I hate to sit Indian, cross-leg style and do a dance on Brett Kallman there. I need to scrub that video there. But anyway, he's the one saying that the Patriots are going to be a wild card team. And man, the talent that I'm seeing, as long as that quarterback doesn't lose them games, they have an elite left tackle. They have what looks to be an elite running back. Can he stay healthy? I'm a Michigan fan. I would know. That's the only question with Trayvon Henderson. This has been his health. He did get stonewalled this past year as well. But anyway, they've got the makings of a good football team.
Wait, who does?
The Patriots.
Fuck the Patriots.
And they're going to be a team that is going to be synonymous with the Bears' career path, right? A rookie quarterback with a brand new head coach the next year. I don't think there was ever a will or a way that we would have taken Mike Vrabel away from the Patriots, but...
Hold on, I'm almost done with this banner.
Yeah, Chad, the beauty of Thomas Jones was that he did have a running mate with Cedric Benson.
Fucking Thomas Jones. I love
But
Thomas
essentially,
Jones.
I was always of the school of thought that you needed the hammer and the nail. I don't know if that's the correct terminology here. I wanted that Quinshon Judkins to kind of help spell DeAndre Swift. But looking back on it, man, Trayvon Henderson is fucking special.
Okay, so we have two subjects to continue to expound upon. That is, one is Ian Wheeler. The other one is what you were starting to talk about in our members-only content.
We're talking about running backs right now, so if you want to finish your point, and we can quabble over that, but I don't know if there's much more to be said.
Well, I'm just saying that...
By the way, I mean, audio listeners, 3 members resubs in a fucking row? Is it Christmas?
Listen, every one of you who are members, thank you, thank you, thank you. It means more than you know. I mean, you go back to 4 years ago, July 25th, 2022 to 2021. Yeah. So we're going into our 4th year here at BCP. And when I first started the show and didn't have any of the wonderful people that I have that are with us now, and thinking of my vision of this, and just coming down to it becoming a reality with such great people, Carl, PJ, Foster, and every one of you in chat that has just like made my dream come true. That day that I got a microphone from my wife for Christmas, and I was like, what is this for? And she's like, podcast. And I was like, what the fuck is a podcast? And she was like, for you to do a Bears podcast and stop talking to me about the Bears. Like, well, what the fuck is a podcast? And then here we are 4 years later plus. And I want to say thank you to every one of you in chat who have become friends of mine, friends of this channel. I mean, my heart is just, I'm so humbled. I can't even express how humbled I am. And thank you, fucking thank you to everyone. You guys have made a dream come true of mine, which is just to be able to talk about the Bears. And, even if you're sitting on a soapbox with 222 people right now in chat, a lot of you are on Twitter. We don't get the views, by the way, if you're not on YouTube, but thank you for joining us on Twitter. That it's humbling, and thank you. What the fuck are you laughing at? You're laughing at me?
Well, you don't even look at your chat or your screen. I mean, let me humble you some more. You guys are cool, but this show would collapse without Foster. I think it's truth. I think that's the truth.
You are 100% correct. Listen, PJ, Foster, all of us, our comedic value adds to each other, and it makes the show the show. And so you are not wrong with that, Scrolls. Cliff, Relentless Mikey, thank you for being a member for however long you've been. 6 months, 5 months, 6 months for Cliff, 5 months for Mikey. I mean, much appreciated, and thank you guys. And I hope that you guys enjoy the members content that we put out, because it's not
that video is live. It is live right now. If we talk about something that frustrates you and you just want a quick little 21-minute and 30-second break, go watch that video. It's up.
Yeah. It's because we talk about, like, today's content was pretty interesting. You might like it, you might hate it, but it wasn't Bears. Well, it was kind of Bears, but it wasn't Bears.
I tried, everyone. I tried. I gave it a good 5 minutes. So
Buka World says, thanks, Shorty and Carl, for having me on. Much love. Buka, much love to you. thank you for being a part of our base. It means a lot, and I'm glad you had fun today at training camp. It was great talking with you. Sorry about your phone. You have a unlimited, invite to this show. You are welcome any fucking time, Buka. I'll give you your own show if you want it. Come hang out with us more.
Yeah, Buka, like I said, if there's something on the weekend, if that fits better for your schedule, I'll spin up a show and talk shit with you.
Not kidding, bro.
Any day.
You are so fucking funny. You fit our narrative because we want to make people laugh first and talk Bears second. That's our motto, and it means a lot when people recognize that. And that's what I'm saying. It's pouring out my heart tonight. But thank you guys. You guys are amazing.
Yeah, I mean, Relentless Mikey is the spawn of my 12-week series with Adam Mason leading up to the draft. So if that's all it culminated in was one dedicated viewer, I mean, I'm head over heels for that, man. So Relentless Mikey, I even saw you interacting with me on Twitter. Just treat me like a friend at this point, man. I mean, you're awesome. You've spent so much time with us, right? You're a member of BCP, and that's giving monetary value to BCP. I'll say it for the man to my right. Dan does not give a rat's ass about the money. So for you to come back and not only watch us and spend your quality, precious time with us, but to also interject in the chat and contribute to the show, that is fucking phenomenal. And you make me laugh on Twitter as well. So Mikey, you're a fucking stand-up guy, man. Absolutely,
Mikey. And he's right. Carl is correct. I don't give a fuck about the money. It doesn't even pay for itself yet, with what is put into it. And I could care less. It's about the camaraderie that we've built and the fact that you guys are willing to, help support us, our members, is just absolutely fucking amazing. And Carl suggested that we need to have I'll work on that, a banner of our members that we can show at the end.
I think it needs to be integrated into the outro somehow, some way. If we can get the audio clips
a lot, though,
out of it, yeah.
There's some that keep subscribing, and there's some that get gifted it, and they're like, fuck this, I'm not watching it. I don't.
That's why when I was keeping track of it, I'll take over your banner for a second. I mean, you can see all the names of people who have ever been a member before, and it's just I like the idea of just adding to that. If they're on the list already, cool. And then, give a special thanks to anyone who literally gifts the subs, right? So it doesn't matter. If you have contributed to the show in any which way, you should be recognized for it, because that's what makes this so special, in my opinion.
I 1000% agree, man. I couldn't agree more. Back to Bears talk, or just...
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'll keep trying to drive this point out of you. I'll reach into your neck and pull it out. I mean, what are we talking about with Ian Wheeler here? Just because he had a running back?
Let's go. We're done with that. Let's go to what you were talking about in the members show. This is a stat bomb, right, Jason? Or a bombshell kind of a conversation. This is something that needs to be talked about.
Yeah, I mean, we're on the Joe Biden before an interview IV drip of information from the Seth Wickersham book. So you ask yourself, why is the national media so ruthless and downright nasty to Caleb Williams?
Why, Carl?
It's because Seth Wickersham is continuing to siphon off information for clicks and money and all the nasty stuff that evil Disney stands for. So,
Carl,
the Chicago Sun...
I'm going to stand up now. I'm standing up.
Yeah, let me just present the argument, I guess, and you can go on your soapbox.
Oh, but... I'm going to let you go on your little... And I'm going to have something to say. I promise you that.
You guys can read this for yourself. I'll literally, once I'm done presenting, I'll get the link in the description, so you'll have to refresh the description, but you'll get the link if you want to read it. This is from the Chicago Sun-Times. I think it was Patrick Finley who posted it, wrote it, whatever. These guys all use AI at this point anyway, right?
Oh yeah, you know.
But it was the Podfather himself, Aldo, who kind of put this in full view for me on Twitter. He said a little bit of details as to why the Chicago media and national media, for that, right? You know, Colin Cowherd, all these jagoffs. Why are they being so nasty? Well, apparently in the Seth Wickersham book, Bill Belichick and Sean Payton had concerns about Caleb Williams' college film. And I will say, if you read the article, which I implore you to do, Sean Payton did say he admits that
Can you pin that to the website?
What's that? It's the Chicago Sun-Times.
Yeah, but if you pin that to the website, people could go to it. Can we pin that to the website?
I'm sure the nasty Chicago media would get under our skin. I'll try and figure that out.
Okay, never
later.
mind. Go.
I'm gonna put the link in the description so you guys can read it for yourself. And again, this is just an article that's been filtered to the Chicago Sun-Times. This is not a true excerpt or anything from the Seth Wickersham book. Again, Seth Wickersham book being released the day after the Monday night opener, so it would be Tuesday, September 9th. Anyway, you guys can read it for yourself what it says. The key thing that I saw from this, again, this is literally word for word exactly what I did in the members-only content. I read this exact article. Carl Williams, the father of Caleb Williams, looked for loopholes, considering a challenge to the collective bargaining agreement, which he told Wickersham was the worst piece of shit I've ever read. Maybe I don't disagree with that. I don't know. On pushing his son Caleb Williams to the UFL for one season. The bombshell is Carl Williams told agents that the Miami Dolphins, Oakland Raiders, Los Angeles Rams, and New York Jets were trying to trade for his son Caleb Williams before the draft. And of course, those teams denied that they'd ever talk about such a thing. But the thing that I think is so incredible about this, Colin Cowherd, you're going to say that Caleb Williams sucks because of a couple unfiltered practices?
Excuse me, who?
Yeah. Colin fuck up.
Fucking asshole?
Yeah, Colin fuck up.
This guy.
I'm supposed to listen to him slander Caleb Williams because he has an issue with Caleb Williams painting his fucking nails? But Sean McVay tried to trade for him? Fuck you.
Let's do it one more time. This just warms my heart to see that. This guy. What in the hell? How much money is he being paid to? Listen, we were kind of getting to that when Buka was on the show, and the dialogue changed, and I lost my train of thought. But like, if we are the Dallas Cowboys of the 90s or the current version of the Chiefs, right? If we are that team with a superstar quarterback in Caleb Williams, the NFL knows that we will fucking take this shit over. Go onto YouTube. I implore every one of you, try to find as many fucking Packers podcasts as you can, or Vikings, or Lions, or Giants, or 49ers, or Cowboys podcasts. Try to find all of them and compare them to the amount of podcasts that you can find from the Bears fan base. And I guarantee you will find it's like 20-1 Bears. And so the NFL knows if this fan base gets that quarterback, which we have, gets that coach, which we have, gets the ownership aligned with that coach, which we have. Rest in peace, Virginia has passed away, and that has, no matter how you look at it, that has changed the trajectory of the Bears. It's now in control of somebody else, right? Whoever you want to call it, George or whoever, and it's changed, right? So it's like those are the moments in an organization's history that truly define what it becomes for the next generation of that organization. Those are defining moments. Virginia passing is one of those moments. And we have entered into this different realm. Things are different. And you're still seeing that the NFL is scared of that. The national, I feel like, I don't want to push conspiracy theory on it, but it's almost like they're pushing the narrative just to constantly shit on the one piece that we all know makes a team great, which is the quarterback. That's what makes it. PJ would disagree, and I love him for that, but I disagree with PJ, and we would have that conversation if he was here tonight. But the quarterback is what makes the team. You're seeing it right now. Who set the market for the current standard of what quarterbacks make right now? Fucking Jimmy Garoppolo with $40 million a year, and then Kirk Cousins had to make $45 million a year, and then Aaron Rodgers had to be a little bitch. Fuck Aaron Rodgers, and go, oh well, I'm the best quarterback in the league. I need to make more money.
It's hard to get mad at Aaron Rodgers for that exact thing.
You talked about this last night on the show on your own channel, as where Thine Smy, as well as Bearski Films channel, and you talked about this last night. The next quarterback in line for that contract doesn't matter if he's it doesn't matter if it's Tyson Bagent. If there's somebody
Top 10.
that's over exaggerating, but it doesn't matter if you're Jimmy Garoppolo, quality, or Kirk Cousins quality. You're going to become the highest paid quarterback
if you're top 10. If there's any way that you can spin the thought, even for a singular moment, that you are a top 10 quarterback in the NFL, you are going to reset the quarterback market. That's just how it goes.
And we're seeing what happened right now with the Patrick Mahomes contract. 10 years, $500 million, and he got a big signing bonus. He's set for however many years of the rest of that contract making a base salary. And is he bitching about the next guy making more money than him? No, because he has endorsements. He's winning Super Bowls. It doesn't fucking matter. He's allowing his team to be able to build around him still, because he's not being a greedy little bitch. And when we see the market keep growing and growing and growing, because the next fucking, excuse me if I offended anyone, Justin Fields, sorry PJ, were to come into that contract with us, then we're paying him, $40-50 million a year, and he's unproven. And that's basically what Jimmy Garoppolo was and Kirk Cousins was. And it just keeps resetting the market from there and there and there. And now we're out of now we need we need those TV contracts. We need Netflix to get in the mix. We need CBS and NBC and ABC and fuck to get in the mix. Whoever it is that wants to, take a game away from NFL Sunday Ticket that we pay $500 a year for, that's going to keep driving up the salary cap, and it's an endless cycle that is it's almost annoying.
You don't want to be the team that is having to piecemeal your roster together with a veteran quarterback that's slightly overpaid. Not. What you want is you want to have a talented quarterback on a rookie contract, or you want your quarterback to be so fucking good that when you give him the contract, he's only fifth as far as highest paid players and quarterbacks currently. But if that deal is so pronounced over 10 years, then you can fucking do whatever the hell you want, and the salary cap is truly a myth. I'm not suggesting that Jalen Hurts is a top 10 quarterback. I don't think he is. But for the Eagles to be able to get away with paying him having a $98 million cap hit for Jalen Hurts in 2029, that's the shit you're talking about, opening up a window without a rookie quarterback. That's how you do it. Yeah. And unfortunately, we need Caleb Williams to be at one of the extreme ends, in my opinion. I think we need Caleb Williams to be the type of guy who's going to get Shohei Ohtani money, spread that out over 15 years. Or if he's not good enough, I got asked yesterday, when is Ryan Poles going to get fired? What will it take for Ben Johnson to get fired? If Caleb Williams isn't getting a second contract, every fucking person has to go. All of them. Even the owner.
This card that I bought One of 5. Gold plated all around all 4 sides. This is the reason why I spent the money on this card. Because I believe he is going to retire as the greatest Chicago Bear of all time. And I don't mean that slightly. I like, this is all, all kudos to Walter Payton. I'm saying, I think by the time his career is done, he is going to be the next Walter Payton that the next generation talks about for the next 30, 40 years. And just the shitstorm that's coming around him from national, local, even local media is fucking infuriating.
I don't know if I agree with Zach Sullivan either. We were late moving off of Fields, wanted to dump him when his value was high and draft Stroud. Don't lie to yourself. Stroud was not the home run pick that he turned out to be. No one predicted it. I would wager that there was a higher likelihood that a guy like the mailman go as high as him just because of the arm talent, right? Again, maybe Fields even hurt Stroud's draft stock in a sense because talented quarterbacks surrounded by literal NFL talent in college, Bears would have taken Bryce Young if they didn't trade that pick. So don't lie to yourself.
Doubtful.
What are you talking about?
Can you handle chat for a minute? I got to take another leak.
Sure.
Right there.
All right. We're going to do a solo dolo here. What are we going to talk about, chat? Because I saw Levante Rogers tell me that I'm wrong regarding my take on Jalen Hurts. And that's fine. Maybe Jalen Hurts is better than I thought. But I thought I released a pretty good YouTube Shorts that explained kind of exactly the Super Bowl winning formula for the Eagles, which again, have a non-negotiable top 3 best offensive line in the NFL, if not the best. Have literally, unarguably, the best defensive line in the NFL. Have 2 top 25 receivers with A.J. Brown literally being a carbon copy of Terrell Owens, who's already in the Hall of Fame. I don't even know. Literal best running back in the NFL. You got an all-pro linebacker that you got off of free agency. You hit literal grand slams with both of your rookie cornerbacks, who are both ranked in the fucking top 100 of the NFL by players and coaches. What are we talking about? You have an iconic super. You have the Hawaii Pro Bowl roster surrounding the quarterback, and you're saying that he's a top 10 quarterback because of that? It's asinine. It's just asinine. Yeah, Jason UK, thank you. I mean, you literally did have a quarterback who was in the running for the MVP. Shredded up his knee in the Coliseum against the Rams. And what do? You win the Super Bowl that year with Nick Foles. So it's just kind of that logic. That general manager is what won the Super Bowl, not Jalen Hurts. Hurts actually had more interceptions than touchdowns midway through last season. And when you look at those touchdown numbers, keep in mind that only a third of them are passing, because the other 66% of his touchdowns are coming from the tush push. I would need to know who's ahead of him. I can see how quickly I can do a quarterback tier list. Literally, let's think on the fly here, because I've done it with PJ before. Create an NFL tier list, 2024, 2025. No, I need 25, 26. I don't think I'll be able to find one. 25 or 2025. No, I want to make one. Is this it? Okay, we might be onto something here, chat. We might be onto something here. The tiers, I think you guys are going to have to get over that real quick, because... Here, 3 tiers. This is perfect, right? Dan, if you're back, just put yourself on screen, but we're going to do this really quick, okay? Like, I'm not going to put much of any thought into this. Okay, where's Jalen Hurts? He's here, right? Literally, who's better and who's worse? Rapid fire, okay? No thought.
Again, huh?
No thought. Rapid fire, no thought, okay? Goff is better. Burrow's better. Josh Allen, the MVP, is better. Fields is worse. Skins quarterback is better. Anthony Richardson is worse. Mahomes is better. Herbert's better. Geno Smith is worse. Bo Nix is worse. I'm not even going to touch that. Fuck all this crap.
Wait,
I don't
Bo
know who these
Nix
kids
is
are.
B?
No. The tiers are irrelevant. It's just who's better or worse than him. Purdy's better. Darnold is worse. Stafford is better. Murray is worse. Lamar Jackson is better. He's worse. Tua's worse. Stroud is better. This is a close one, but Lawrence is worse. Love is better. Love is better than Jalen Hurts. Baker Mayfield, I'm gonna put at the top. He's much better. Hold on. I'm. This is not your input. I'm just kind of spamming here. Will Levis clearly worse. He's retired. This is a fun one. Bryce Young right now is worse, but Bryce Young is the best quarterback from his draft class. Dak Prescott is better. Russell Wilson is worse. Penis Jr. is worse. Not going to touch the rookies, okay? So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 quarterbacks that are better than Jalen Hurts. Rapid fucking fire right at you.
Dude, get that fucking Packer quarterback out of that S category.
It's not an S. It's just who's better or worse. All right, Tina from fucking Bob.
Who's better than Hurts is the question here?
Yes. I think I'm spot the fuck on. I'm not going to lie to you.
Oh, okay. Well, you could put Caleb in that category too because he had
They
more
didn't even
yards
have
than
Caleb
fucking
on
Jaden.
the. Caleb is better, but he's not even on the graphic, so I don't care. Just this isn't even a full, completely.
He's not even on the graphic. What is that?
I don't know. I Google searched it. Why are you yelling at me? Don't kill the messenger.
No, I'm not. I'm just getting. I'm getting on a soapbox because that's exactly what I was talking about before I left to take a piss. He's like Caleb is not. Like, what is with the fucking conspiracy theory against him? He's not even on this list.
It's just a bullshit tier maker list.
Every other quarterback is on this list, but Caleb Williams.
It doesn't matter. It's just for the sake of argument to Levante Rogers. While you were pissing, while sitting down, I explained to him that the Eagles essentially have a top 3 offensive line, the best defensive line, an all-pro linebacker that they got for free, 2 rookie cornerbacks on the top 10 or top 100 of the NFL 100 list, a top 5 wide receiver, a second top 25 receiver, the best running back in football, so on and so fucking forth. And we're talking about how Jalen Hurts is a top 10 quarterback? That's bullshit.
I agree. Fuck Jaden Daniels.
No, Jalen Hurts, not Jaden Daniels, the Eagles quarterback.
Fuck Jaden Daniels too. Sorry, I'm trying to send some stuff to my computer to show you guys.
If we have to split hairs, I'll draw the line in the sand right there. Levante, Goff, and Jordan Love are better than Jalen Hurts. That's just fact. I'm not having Goff better than Hurts. Okay, I'm not saying that Jared Goff is good. I'll put him down here at the end of the list if that helps you guys. That's not what this is about. It's quite simply who's better and who's worse. And I gave you, in 30 seconds, 12 quarterbacks who are better. I don't know, man. I think I'm spot
on. He won the Super Bowl, though.
Yeah. Anyone, we are done with the show today. I'm just kidding. Had a little crash out there.
Wait, don't you mean to play the closer?
Oh, we'll get to that.
No, fuck you have the closer anymore. I forgot what I was looking on my phone for to show you now. Damn it.
Was it this?
Okay. What, no super chats?
Or was it this?
Shit, fuck Green Bay.
It was definitely fuck
Or
Green
maybe
Bay.
Was it this?
So the analytical guy goes, hey, Coach Gooden, go for it right here. Go for it.
No, it wasn't any of that. Let's see.
Levante Rogers, love you too, man. You're one of those guys too who, you're a unicorn. You're actually polite and respectful on Twitter. It blows my fucking mind. So much utmost respect for you, Levante Rogers. Nothing here is personal. If you hear me get animated and crash out, it's not personal.
Dude, thank you so much, Levante. We appreciate you, man. Real Bears fan, formerly known as Chris Foster.
Yeah. It's so easy to identify him on YouTube, on Twitter. It's like, come on, buddy. What are we doing?
Yeah, he's toned down though. He's That's why he changed his name. He's like, I'm gonna start fresh.
Tony Moy can't miss. What? So while we're scrambling to talk about stuff or think about whatever we're going to talk about, I saw this comment from Cliff for the audio listeners. He said, Michael Jordan made a lot more money from endorsements than he ever made in the NBA. Can you imagine how much more money he could have gotten if he didn't speak English? Shout out Shohei Ohtani. That son of a bitch. Talked about that yesterday on Bearski Film.
Yeah, I heard you say that, yeah.
The crazy shit that he gets away with just because he can't speak English. Very, very funny.
Dude, Jordan, he's a billionaire, and he got his money from Nike. I mean, he didn't make he made $30 million a year, like, what, 1997?
Unbelievable. Christine Foster. Yeah, it's a heavyweight battle in the chat. Heavyweight battle.
Oh, heavyweight. All right, let's see. What did I just upload here?
Were you done with your soapbox? Was your soapbox cut short because you had to sit down to pee? Regarding the nasty Chicago media and them slandering?
Well, then I was trying to find a picture that was relevant to something I was going to talk about, and I don't even know what the fuck I was looking for anymore. Because
it's all that stuff that you talked about in the members only content that's ruining your brain, your attention span.
Oh no, that's already worn off. No, already worn off.
Oh, okay.
There was something that I had a picture that I wanted to share with you from my phone, and I can't remember what the fuck it was now.
Was it a picture of Colston Loveland literally mossing Ruben Hippolyte in practice, just like he did in the Big Ten as a member of the Michigan Wolverines against Rutgers? Or
no, absolutely not. It was.
Oh, sorry.
All right, just keep talking. Give me a fucking second here.
I'm just gonna play the Go Blue video over and over and over until you're ready.
It'll come across me any second now.
I need to get some more fun clips. This is my favorite clip that I think is available to me, chat.
I cannot call him Shorty. What's his name?
I love that one too, by the way. Good clip.
If I was actually like a standard human and was driving to my job like a modest 30 miles.
A standard human?
Right, yeah, no, like I essentially since I've had my current job for essentially my adult life, I've either worked from home or I've had a 5-minute or less drive to the office. And if I was on the highway or something and I heard that clip on ESPN radio, I would have crashed and died. But I was able to swerve on my little 2-lane road, and I was like, "Holy fuck! What did he just say? Is Shorty calling in? Is he about to go crazy?" Like it was like a jump scare. Literally, I didn't get any of the before that clip as well. Like that's what I heard when I turned on the radio.
Kaplan knows who I am without even knowing who the fuck I am, right?
I don't know if you're telling me that or you're just saying like
I'm just using that for my own psyche.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I am not a David Kaplan fan. So yeah,
I like Jonathan Hood a lot.
To not talk shit about him, I'll be happy to use that.
I like Jonathan Hood quite a lot, so that's why I de facto to them. And I think that the collection. By the way, I got Brad Biggs to block me on Twitter.
Good for you, dude.
I can prove why. He said something along the lines of like, "Hey, use this code to sign up for sports betting." And I responded to him one time and I said, "Wow, Brad Biggs got by Big Gamba as well. Rest in peace for the rest of this life and the next," or something of that nature. I was like, he's a sellout, and I just essentially like read off a part of his obituary. And he just couldn't stand that I thought that gambling was evil, which it is. And the son of a bitch blocked me like a piece of crap.
Dude.
What now?
No, that's we used to promote BetUS on this channel, and
I know. I literally am thinking about. Oh my god, I can't think of his name. Don't do this. He gave the story. He's been someone who was in the chat all the time. He was kind of like.
Oh, it was Irish Bears.
It's Irish Bear?
Yeah, it was sure? Irish Bears. Irish Bears was talking about a friend of his that
Are you certain?
died from having a gambling addiction.
I know the story. I just can't think of the name.
Yeah, it was Irish
It was
Bears.
Irish Bear.
Yeah, and I was like, right then, in that moment, when he told me that, I was like, "Fuck Bet US." I don't feel comfortable with it, anyways. I don't want to. I'm not a bettor. I don't want to. Listen, I won't. I'm not going to lie. So when we were in Yellowstone, from there we went to Deadwood, South Dakota, and then we drove home. Deadwood has basically become like a little mini Vegas, like every single place you can gamble in. So I like to play blackjack. So I walked into one of the casinos. I sat down for 15 minutes. I played blackjack. I won $80 right there. We went out. We bought lunch. I won. I didn't lose a single hand. I had two blackjacks in that hand. On like a $30 bet. We walked out of there. $80. Paid for lunch. Went back the next night. Won like another $100. Went out and had fun with that. And that was it. Immediately once I started to make money, I put my original money away and I worked with the money that I had earned and I made that into more money. And then we went out and had fun. Like it's some people cannot do that. They can't walk away from it. And they can't. I am sorry for those people. And so, that's why when Irish Bears were talking about his friend that died from gambling his whole life and it was such an addiction. I was like, fuck that. Fuck you, Bet US. We got rid of them as our sponsor. And
yeah,
that's my point to this whole conversation that, gamble for fun, but don't like anything, make it ruin your life. Alcohol, weed, gambling, driving too fast.
Moderation is key to everything.
Yeah.
So that's the moral of that story. But for the audio listeners, proof is in the pudding. Brad Biggs, 5/15/2025, tweets out, "Want to bet? ? The full NFL schedule is out, and DraftKings has odds for all 272 games. The Bears are favorite in 7 games, 1 on the road. Full details." And I, no thought, immediately responded, "Sorry that you've fallen victim to Big Gamba, Brad. May you rest easy in this life and the next," with a heartbroken emoji. Honestly, kind of respectful, all things considered, in my opinion. And the fat son of a bitch blocked me, so he can fuck off. Yeah, Mikey, #soft serve. I forgot about that one. That bastard.
#soft serve.
Fat bitch.
I'm trying to upload one of the images that I found on my phone, though. Where the hell? How do I do this?
Just send it to me on Twitter, man.
No, I'm going to do this myself, damn it.
All about the fans, huh?
I was lost without you last week. So I need to have some kind of semblance to my own access to my own brain to figure things out if you're not here. So
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Fair enough. Just keep talking. Talk to chat while I'm doing this, though, so I can do this. This is going to be.
I could throw up my Twitter. I don't know if I have anything that is worth talking about. I mean, I tried to compile a depth chart, and I was struggling with the linebacker situation because, again, this is a moment where I'd really like to watch the All-22 with PJ or something. Noah Sewell played all Mike. Like the majority of his snaps, and he played obviously very well. In the run department, apparently PFF thought he had terrible pass defense. But it feels like he would be the Mike. So it's like Noah Sewell is the replacement for Tremaine Edmonds, but he's also the starting Sam, like the Hunter Hillenmeyer. It's annoying and it's confusing. I don't know where that puts Ruben Hippolyte. I've always viewed Ruben Hippolyte as the guy who is going to be the waiting in the wings replacement for TJ Edwards, kind of that Lance Briggs role. But I don't know. It's all going to be a toss-up with how Dennis Allen wants to play that defense. But I think that we're going to see so much 2 linebacker sets that's going to be insane. A lot of nickel, a lot of dime, even more than last year.
So King Buka World in Sean Sierra's chat, he said that he thinks that Hippolyte could lead the team in interceptions this year. And I totally agree with that statement.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's so quick. He's so fast.
I mean, I watched him get burned in coverage.
Listen, we already kind of know that they're dime heavy right now, right? Dime heavy means, you have one linebacker and the rest are defensive backs. One of those defensive backs could be a 4-2, 4-3 linebacker who's playing as a defensive back, and that could be Hippolyte. And I think that he could be a secret ingredient to our season this year if they put him as a defensive back in a dime formation.
No, it kind of reminds me of Bearski Film. Paul from Bearski Film. His favorite phrase, right? Let's play checkers before chess. You're playing VR chat 4D chess with your pants off, trying to hump the wall, see if you can get some. It's too much, man. You're gonna be impressed, man. You're gonna have your safeties over the top. Fuck, call spade a spade. I love Kevin Byard. Maybe Kevin Byard's finally in the defense that he was born to play, and he can return to his all-pro potential that he had with the Titans. It wasn't even potential. I think he was literal a fucking all-pro. He's going to be the guy who's going to be waiting in the wings for ducks that get tipped at the line by Montez Sweat, who, by the way, 4-star Chicago Sports, Montez Sweat is going to have to get tested for steroids every fucking day. It's him and Loveland. Every day, these guys. Adam Hoagie, Adam Johnsey, every day.
Adam Hoagie.
Loveland. Sweat. Loveland. Sweat. Loveland. Sweat. Like, those are the guys I'm looking out for. I'm not going to bang the drum for Ruben Hippolyte. Ruben Hippolyte might be your 6th linebacker. I have no idea.
Yeah, that could be Homer. The Homer and me talking, for sure.
Yeah, I feel embarrassed for not being as bullish as I was for Kevin Byard when he was on the Titans. And I think it just goes as simple as I fucking hate the Philadelphia Eagles. Thankfully because of primarily because of Alshon Jeffrey. Alshon Jeffrey redeemed himself via Johnny Manziel's podcast, by the way. But I still hate the Eagles, very, very much so. And when Kevin Byard went to Philadelphia, I kind of just threw that thought to the wayside. But he was one of my favorite defensive players in the NFL when he was on the Titans, man. So Kevin Byard, I would love for him to step up and even have an even bigger role on this defense. He's been having a great leadership presence as far as all the media stuff, right? So we got to re-sign some safeties next year, Dan. We've got no safeties under contract for 2026. All 4 starters, secondary, Elijah Hicks, Jonathan Biles, all these guys are going to be off on the streets. I would love to retain Kevin Byard. I would love to retain Jaquan Brisker, but if Jaquan Brisker has a good year, he might price himself out of a contract for the Bears.
Dude, everything you said is correct. Like, we are fucked with safeties this year.
Stop. I'm going to chrome dome this from Adam Mason. I think that the Chicago Bears, going into the 2026 season, exactly of today's date, have roughly between 35 and 40 players under contract. You need 53. And factoring in those draft picks, wherever they may slot on an average basis, the Bears are negative $30 million in the cap right now. So we don't have enough players, and we're already negative in the cap. Obviously, you can cut Tremaine Edmonds, you can cut DeAndre Swift. You immediately get about $25-30 million right there to begin with. So you're back to par. But you're going to have to do some shit, man. You're going to have to do some shit.
You're telling me that we're that fucked in salary cap space without even having to sign our rookie quarterback yet?
Next week, special guest, Adam Mason. He can do a much better job than me. But for my Chrome Dome, my caveman Chrome Dome, that's what I know.
Let's get him on the show right now. I don't believe you.
Oh, I've been saying so many nasty things about Justin Fields to him just to piss him off. Not because I truly believe them. I kind of do. But I love pushing his buttons because he allows me to. I don't think there's any chance in hell that he pulls up on the show right now.
I took this picture when I was camping in Yellowstone. Every time I see bear country, I just think of BCP. So
yeah, I mean, you really hit the jackpot with the name that you chose for the channel and the name of the show and everything. I mean, it's perfect.
Thank you. You know how it started? There was a big flag behind me the whole time that said, "You are now in Bears country." And I called this something else. My wife was like, "Why don't you just call it Bears Country Podcast?" And I was like, "Great fucking idea. Let's do it." And then here we are, 4 years later.
That's how it goes.
Let's get to chat. You guys are just fucking blowing up over here. We're talking amongst ourselves. I want to talk to you guys for a bit.
Okay. So you can keep a loose eye in the chat, or maybe I can for you, but unless you have something specific. But I did star some questions from much earlier in the show. Maybe we can start to knock shit out. Cliff had 2 questions of the day. Where is Roshan Johnson? And where is Zay Frazier?
Thank you. I was going to say, Zay Frazier. Where the fuck are both of those guys?
Do you have an answer? Do you want my opinion?
I'll tell you my opinion.
Go for it.
Johnson's gone.
Roshan Johnson?
Yeah. Frazier had so much potential, right? Like speed, length, all that shit. I thought, like, put him in as a punt returner. See if he can return punts with that speed. He could be like an Eddie Jackson type punt returner. Nothing. He has not shown up at all on the radar. He is. No one's talked about him.
I don't know if he's physically there, but speaking as someone who just dealt with this situation, I do feel like it's a situation where someone extremely close to him has died. I don't know if Zay Frazier has or had a child, but my gut is telling me that a significant direct family member has passed. And I hate to say that because I don't want to speculate on that, but someone who's grinded their face off, as Tyson Bagent would say, to make a name for themselves in college and get drafted in the NFL and find their way onto an NFL roster, you would not, choose to not show up if you had an upset stomach. I think that the situation related to Zay Frazier is dire, and I think that the situation with Nashawn Wright skyrocketing up this depth chart is damning for Zay Frazier.
I think you might be onto something. I mean, it is. There's something to speculate with the talent that we saw that we drafted, and no one's talking about. He's not even existent.
If I was lucky to have ever been heard by a Chicago Bears player or personnel, staff member, I hate to speculate. And if you want to put me in my place, just send me an email, send me a DM on Twitter, and tell me to shut the fuck up, and I will.
Yeah, Levante. Nobody. We're not. This is just an opinion, an idea of his as far as why. Like, because when you have that much potential and you're non-existent on the roster as far as anyone is. You don't stand out at all. Yeah. Maybe there is something going on more personal, and that's not for us to speculate. But I hope he is well because. The talent is there for sure. We were all excited.
Ravi, I don't know if Ravi, if you could do that to him, I don't know if he would accept that. I feel like there's just been a situation in the past where you tried to stash him on IR. Because if you put him on IR in a certain time frame, he's done for the year. So that's the thing where I don't know if you can be rude to him in that sense. But from a philosophy standpoint, I do not think that the Chicago Bears are good enough to not sign their draft picks to their 53. They just aren't that talented yet. So guys like Luke Newman and Zay Frazier, from the jump, I said, they're going to make the fucking roster. But now I'm very seriously questioning that with Zay Frazier. I would feel lucky if he would be able to be retained on the practice squad for all 17 games, but he's so talented, I don't know if you can get away with that. So it's a really, really precarious situation there. First and foremost, though, I hope his family and himself are okay, because that's what matters.
Let's talk for a second about Jade Walker. I mean, I don't think you can put that guy on the practice squad, dude. By the way,
I think you could.
Really quick, can I just say to Ravi, thank you for joining us, man. It's great to see you again. It's been a long time. I know the season has come back around and football has started, so thank you for joining us. Also to Melon Smasher, thank you for joining us tonight. Aunt Miss, good to see you again. Manilow Berry. Real Bears fan, Tony Moy, everyone, John Aston, we haven't acknowledged Steve Rogers. Thank you for joining us tonight. Yeah, Brew. Oh, I think I acknowledged, but Brewha, thank you for joining us tonight. You guys are fucking awesome. I think that Jade Walker is someone that could be a serious contender for this roster.
Well, before we pivot to that, let's knock out Cliff Victoria's second question of the day just regarding Roshan Johnson, right? I think it's very damning as well that after one ankle injury, which was reported by Adam Hoagie, then you double dip on Jamal Williams, and Jamal Williams not good enough in 2 practices with the guy who formerly had him running at a pseudo Pro Bowl level. You sign Britton Brown. What the fuck are we doing? This running back room is not good.
Yeah, they had a serious purge, right, of defensive backs, and then another Major Right was cut. Who else was cut?
Hey! It's not Major Right, it's Major Burns, but
Major Burns.
Might as well be the same
Right.
motherfucker. Major Burns, and I hate to just, salt bay the salt into Walt, because he loves Jonathan Kim and Major Burns. Both of those son of a bitches are kicking their resumes 65 yards through the uprights into the Jewel Osco front desk. Those guys suck. Get them the fuck out of here.
Can we talk about a fucking 57-yard field goal?
That would have been good from 62, according to Richard Hightower?
Right. From Cairo Santos? Excuse me? Dude, this guy couldn't hit a 50-yarder for the last 3 years.
Wrong again. Just as Heidi Zimmerman would say. King Cairo, the little Brazilian toaster that could. I fucking love Cairo Santos, and I think it's asinine for anyone else to disagree with me, because we went through literal fucking hell after Robbie Gould. We literally, the double doink, the tipped double doink, Connor Barf, all these bastards, and you're just gonna kick Cairo away to the curb because he can't kick a 65-yarder outside?
We had Eddie Pinheiro.
Fuck
in the middle there, and Eddie Pinheiro could kick an 80-yarder from a holding.
Yeah, but he couldn't kick a 35-yarder from the center hash.
Yeah, but he's doing better now. He's doing better now. He's one of the better kickers in the league now.
What? Because he's on the Panthers? I'll see it when I believe it. King Cairo, yeah, literally the scrolls. You got it. I think that Cairo Santos could be here for another 5 years.
Scrolls, what is up with that? We talked about this kind of yesterday on, I think
this is the most level-headed take from
you on Bearsky. There's like a K ball that I'm unaware of.
Okay, here's what the deal is. Okay, the NFL changed the rules in the most simple form I can explain this. They're allowing the kickers to break in the balls for 24 hours more than the previous limit, whatever it is. So, Cairo Santos hits a 57-yarder without any effort. Cam Little, not an NFL record because it was the preseason, but a world record, 70-yard field goal. Something's in the water.
For what team?
The Jaguars. Kicked a 70-yard field goal against the Steelers.
What's going on, guys? What the fuck is going on? Like Cairo Santos,
the Trent twins. The Trent twins is what's going on. We're doing Trent alone.
A 57-yarder that it could have been a 62, and he couldn't hit a 50-yarder. What the fuck is going on right now?
Nah, we're good.
Is it more air? Is it less air?
Okay, Deflategate. Just because you got beat by Tom Brady, you're gonna bring that up. Got it. Okay.
Atmos, you are awesome.
Chad,
thank you so much for that amazing compliment.
They can do smelling salts as long as they buy their own. And these multi-million-dollar athletes can spend a couple $1,000 on Amazon. They'll be fine. Don't you worry about that.
Chad Speaker, by the way, one of our longest members. I missed you if you were in here earlier. I totally apologize. Chad Speaker, thank you for joining us tonight. One of our longest members. And really appreciate it.
Chad, I'm going to bring this up, and I don't mean any disrespect to yourself or the other beautiful human being who I'm about to essentially quote.
We love you, Mayhem.
Chad Speaker is the...
Like to stroke my pussy, darling?
Replacement.
Yes, he has been.
It's almost eerie.
It is. Like Chad left, or a DVD left, and all of a sudden it was Chad. His balls were too hard before. What was that? Steve Rogers says, Carl, are you saying so you are saying that Carl has soft balls now? His balls were too hard before? Like literally, is there I don't know, is there anyone out there that was a kicker that at least had fun being a kicker in the playground that could kick a 30-40 yarder Does it matter if the ball has more air or less air in it? Because honestly, like to see fucking when they put Santos out there for a 57-yard, I was like, no way, this is not happening. And then boom, 50 could have been, like you said, 62.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I mean,
massage your balls.
Here's the funny, ironic part about all of this, right? What have I been saying that the Washington Redskins gifted us? They gifted us a fantastic head coach and arguably one of the, if not the, best offensive minds in football. Why do we need to be able to kick 65-yard field goals? We should be able to move the bitch up and down in between the 20s at will. And you got a guy who's automatic from within 50? You're golden at kicker, man. You don't need Jonathan Kim, the little bro from Michigan State. You don't.
Mm-hmm. No, we should not have to worry about a 60-yard field goal. Like when Matt Nagy put in Cairo Santos, who was on like the longest streak in forever, on a record streak of field goals made. Oh, for a 60-yarder at the end of a half.
You don't need to worry about a streak if it comes to winning and losing football games. That's irrelevant.
Well, yes. To my point is that we should be scoring. We're gonna, dude. Everyone here, know this. We are going to start scoring at will. It's not going to start right away. Our defense is going to carry us for a little bit, but then
correction. Our defense will need to carry us.
They will need to, and they will. They will. They'll be fresh out the gates.
No, you don't know about that.
I'm just pontificating.
Worst run defense in the NFL, and the personnel is not that drastically different.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. What happened when our defense went from, one of the better to the worst in run defense?
I hear the point. You lost Andrew Billings and you lost Jaquan Brisker.
No, well, we lost Brisker and we lost the fucking defensive tackle.
Billings.
The pig. Who?
Andrew Billings. What are you talking about?
Yes, Billings. Thank you. We lost Billings. So we get if those guys stay healthy this year, knock on wood, dude. We went 12-4 with a fucking idiot as a head coach in Matt Nagy. Oh! I lost.
You're dismissing so much All-Pro talent on the defense as well as Vic Fangio.
I lost my chance. Hold on.
I'm not even going to get into that. I have zero thought.
Yeah. This is the real deal, guys. Bruja7 says the K ball is smoother, not Cairo, but he is Brazilian, so I assume he's smooth as well.
Can you imagine if there was a Devin Hester situation and he got pantsed when he was like trying to run down a blocked field goal or something, and you just saw everything and he was just spotless? How fucking hilarious would that be, Bruja?
Cairo finally said, "I'm just going to get my nutsack Brazilian waxed. It'll take the weight off. I can kick further."
Oh, if he said anything like that in a presser, I would play that clip every 5 seconds on this show.
That's hilarious.
Jeez,
that's hilarious, Bruja.
Jeez, unbelievable.
Chad saying that we need Jalen healthy. Like, what is your confidence level right now, Chad? If we had to go into game one with our current cornerbacks.
And while we wait, Dan, why don't I'd love to hear the answer out of your mouth on that one.
My confidence level is high. I'll say that because that press conference from Tyreek Stevenson last time was it was a show of maturity. Like you saw that player grow up in that press conference, and I think that he is focused. I think he's going to be as good as he could ever be. Starting this season, and for many seasons, he'll get another contract. But we also have Terrell Smith.
Well,
Dude,
that's
almost had a pick 6 last week.
Yeah. I like how Squeegee in the past has said, "Oh, he dropped an easy pick 6." No, he had a pass breakup, is what he had. But in any event, I saw a clip of, and I think
It wasn't
I played
easy. You tried picking that off, right?
Yeah, no shit. But I think I played the clip a couple weeks ago. Essentially, Bears camp, Roma Dunze and Smitty were locked in one-on-one coverage. Obviously, Roma Dunze is a fantastic player, but he made it look easy, man. So I'm not sure if Terrell Smith is going to be perfectly cut out for this scheme as far as press man coverage and hold that for 3-4 seconds. I just don't know. In a vacuum, I love Terrell Smith. But without Jalen Johnson, I do think that you have some issues. And I'm still not fully convinced on the Nahshon Wright thing. I think he's a virtual lock for the 53 at this point just because of the way that it's been trending. The issue with Zay Frazier that we touched on. You're going to need to have someone. But it's a bit damning when they're just bringing in defensive back after defensive back after defensive back. God forbid Kyler Gordon isn't ready to go for week 1 as well. Man, I just really want Jalen Johnson out there week 1 against Justin Jefferson, man. He literally proved it last year. He can lock him down in one of the few spurts where Matt Eberflus was able to bend the rules, shift the rules, and actually have the cornerback follow the wide receiver instead of just playing on one side the whole game. Jalen Johnson's that guy. He's a top 3 cornerback in the NFL. That would be a big loss if he is not available for
Top
any period
3?
of time.
That's saying a lot. Top 3, huh?
Yeah, I mean, he's clearly better than Ahmed Gardner on the Jets. The two guys who are clearly, not clearly, but Pat Surtain II, the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, is clearly better than Jalen Johnson. I think, personally, that Derek Stingley is better than Jalen Johnson. Don't know if there's anyone else I can say that for.
Melon Smasher says, who's stopping Hawkinson week 1? Last time he faced Dennis Allen's defense, he went for 11 catches, 134 yards, and 1 touchdown. Jordan Mason broke the most tackles in the NFL last season. Need to stop him and Aaron Jones, the running back.
Yeah, that's a son of a bitch because Aaron Jones is not necessarily even a good football player, but he is a Bears killer, and he will not have re-aggravated his hamstring per se, as he always seems to do, because it's going to be week 1. So that is something to be very fearful of, especially with, again, a new defense in a new scheme.
Melon Smasher follows up with last time Laporta faced Dennis Allen's defense, he went for 13 catches, 140 yards, and 1 touchdown. Who stopped him week 2? I don't know. That was a good question.
Who is stopping him in week 2?
Oh, who is stopping him?
Well, it's probably the guy on the other side of the field who's no longer in Detroit there, Melon Smasher. I mean, who the fuck is the offensive coordinator of the Detroit Lions? Is it Dan Campbell Zintin? Like, what are we talking about? I'm not scared of the kitty cats.
Can you put out a poll, Carl, right now?
Yeah.
Are you?
And Chad Speaker's got to go. Just want to say goodbye, and go blue. That's interesting from you, Chad Speaker, but I'll take it. I will take it.
Chad, we thank you so much for joining us tonight. We hope you have a great night. Thank you for being a member of the channel. Thank you for hanging out with us. It means the world to us. Have a great night, my friend. Yeah, let's make a poll of what's your confidence level in I want to know what people want to think about this offensive line this year. So however you want to
word Bears offensive line?
Yeah. Is our offensive line, are you confident in our offensive line? Yes or no?
Just yes or no, or do you want to give it more of a percentage?
Yeah, let's do a percentage. What's your confidence level in our offensive line?
For the audio listeners, I'm saying that the question is going to be the confidence level of the Chicago Bears starting 5 offensive line. So paint whatever picture you want, right? Theo Benedict emerges. He's the starting left tackle. Oh, Braxton Jones is doing the same thing as Cairo on the Brazilian juice. His strong base is back. Ozzy Trapillo fucking finally figures it out, as he should have several months ago. And he's the starting left tackle. I don't care. Just your starting 5 best case scenario in your head. What is your confidence level? Do we want to do like a ABCD?
Yeah, like a 1 to 25, 25 to 50%. So
I like ABC and F.
Yeah, you got it.
There you go. I'm going to give my answer, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. I think you should vote as well, and then we can intervene later.
Confidence level of the starting 5. There's just A, B, C, D, or ABC or
and F, right? So above average, or I don't know, exceedingly above average.
I'm
above
going
average
with C.
is B, average is C, F is 2024.
I'm
I
going
don't
with
fucking
C. My confidence level on the offensive line is very low.
know. Really?
I wasn't confident in the fucking who's the Jonah Jackson. I'm not confident in that guy. He's been oft injured.
Yeah, that is something we need to
It's
talk
like
about.
expecting Tevin Jenkins to come and start a full season for us.
It literally, probably talent level wise, is Tevin Jenkins, which is to me is exciting.
Which we could have got for $3 million.
Well, you didn't see the tape I saw for him on the Browns. That guy thinks he's still at Pilates. Tevin Jenkins, it's past him. So,
He sucked.
oh, he was fucking terrible.
Oh, well,
He was literal awful.
oh, that sucks.
On a literal terrible football team, though. So
What
far,
is up,
audio
Jay
listeners?
Grizz, Grizzly Bear, Jojo Loco, 5150. Great to see you again.
Yeah.
Rick, fuck Green Bay. Fuck Chicago.
Sorry, I feel bad.
Fuck Aaron Rodgers and let Caleb be Caleb.
As the mathematics major of the show, my favorite equation, I'm not holding true. FGB equals on the screen. Haven't been doing it as much, but I'm trying to catch up with all you guys.
Levante, right guard is not a problem because even our backup right guard, Bill Murray, I have more
He's not our
confidence in Bill
backup.
Murray. Bill Murray is a backup.
Well, he could be our backup, but I think Luke Newman is starting to emerge as your right guard backup.
Luke Newman maybe, but compared to Luke Newman, fuck Luke Newman when it comes to Bill Murray. Dude, Bill Murray
Did not have a snap against the Dolphins.
Dude.
Bill Murray is in the fucking tank.
That's just wrong, Carl. Bill Murray.
Anyone got PFF in this chat? Can someone tell me if Bill Murray took any snaps? Because I'm not positive on that, but I'm pretty sure he did not.
Dude, Bill Murray last season in those 2 games was...
You're never going to fucking give that up just because of the lore of it.
I will never give it up.
You literally brought up the whole lore of it where I told you that Bill Murray was an option, and you said, nice joke, nice bait.
Yeah, I was like, Bill Murray? What the fuck are you talking about? And then now I know who Bill Murray is. What's up, Alex is my name-o. Thanks for joining us.
My guy, Alex.
Dude, those 2 games he started in were fucking some of the best offensive linemen play I've
He
seen.
did not start whatsoever. He came in to play injury duty against the Panthers, and then I think he started to play against the Skins until he tore his pec off the bone. Or maybe he played in London.
All of his snaps were above average. Above average.
He had that one highlight play. I don't know. Let's not get ahead. Yeah, this is something to talk about, and I can bring up the depth chart right now. I always thought that Ryan Bates was going to end up being a cap casualty, and he still might be. But when I was texting PJ and Foster and yourself in that group chat, without Ryan Bates, your starting 5 backups, if you retain 10, right? So the second tier for all 5 of your backups, they have a combined less than 17 games played in the NFL. Like, you've got no experience without Ryan Bates. So that might be the most valuable thing you got.
Really quick, let's pull up Plank's message here. Great time every damn week. Thank you, Shorty, Carl, Buka. You killed it in chat, and chat rocked. It's late. Bear down. Plank, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. I know your hours don't always jive with our show, but it really means a lot when you're in here, and thank you. We got the members content for you we'll be putting out after the show tonight. You can go watch
already live.
that.
It's already up.
Fucking Carl. Love this guy.
It's already up.
By the way, I got to give you the Podbean info. I'll give you that after the show.
And your social.
Thank you. Thank you, Plank. Hope you enjoy the members content when you get to watch it. It was unique. I'll tell you that much. Stuff I don't normally talk about on the show. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys, just fucking love you guys in chat, man. Steve, we wanted to know, Steve Rogers, just to let you know, we didn't want to do a whole nother show with giving away the ticket that you won and that you couldn't make it to. I'm so sorry. So I gave it to King Booka World, who was I know for a fact was trying so hard to get a ticket and hadn't been to never been to a training camp game, so we just gifted it to him. And Steve, thank you for your efforts in giving it the ticket back to us so we could regift it. I'm sorry that you did not get to make it, but it means a lot that you were here and won it, and we're kind enough to say you couldn't go so we could regift it. So thank you, Steve Rogers. Thank you for joining us, Jediah Harper. Fuck Green Bay. Fuck Green Bay.
Dan, can you see what's on the screen?
I certainly can.
I'm making some last-minute adjustments here. I'm tempted to put number 79 at the starting position, but maybe Bill Murray is your backup left guard?
He's your backup left guard and right guard.
No, I saw Luke Newman not lose to Kenneth Grant, and I hope everyone listening to my voice knows how much or how highly I think of Kenneth Grant. I think, again, Bears not good enough to, piss away their draft picks, even if it's a 6th, 7th rounder. I think Luke Newman makes this roster, and I think that he's penciled in as your backup right guard on paper. Ryan Bates is probably your swing guard, center, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But I think these are your backups, and you get into that numbers game. Oh, hold on. No, that's awkward as fuck. Karan has to make the team, guys.
Yeah.
Right?
What are they keeping, 10 linemen? So
I think they are. You guys are telling me that you can't keep 3 tackles, and PJ was making it sound like you only keep 8 linemen.
They might keep 11 with Karan, but Glazer, Kramer, McFadden, Miles, and Stromberg are all gone.
Yeah, I actually, like, my roster prediction in fucking April had Doug Kramer making it, but yeah, there's no chance Kramer makes it anymore, and I think he's dealing with shit as well. By the way, I'm not a football aficionado. I can't tell you the ins and outs of how bad of a day Chris Glazer had, but man, who was it on the Bears postgame on ESPN 1000 who was speaking with Peggy Kadzinski? I forgot the guy. Is it Yurko? John Yurkovich? He fucking lambasted Chris Glazer, and it was hilarious. So, Chris Glazer, can't believe he's still on the roster. He should have been cut for a defensive back, if we're being honest here. Fuck, man. I see 11 names in this offensive line room that I don't want to let go of. Oh, my God.
I agree.
We are not weak at center, Rick Gonzalez. We actually might be in better shape than you think. Because if you keep Luke Newman and Ryan Bates, I think Ryan Bates is your backup to all 3 center positions, if I'm being brutally honest with you. So Ryan Bates is your backup center, and Luke Newman was taking snaps. So Luke Newman can be your backup center. I think you're okay. I do. I think you're okay.
I haven't seen enough of Luke Newman to know.
I'll get a cut up for you. I feel bad I haven't done it already, but the stuff that I was seeing, I'll show you a video real quick. Hold on. Just hold on. Man, I mean, I'm getting fired up. It's 10:45.
I haven't rewatched the all 22 or whatever. I haven't rewatched the preseason game, so I really don't know what Newman did, but I heard he did well.
Take a look at this, okay? This is a linebacker. He's irrelevant. You can't see my cursor, can you? Do you see the player who's got essentially 3 hands in the dirt right now? Over 74? Can you see? No, you can see my cursor now, right?
I can see your cursor. Yeah.
So this is Kenneth Grant. Yeah. He's going to start on the left guard. I really don't even know
and
who number 74
that's Newman
is.
Right there.
No, Newman is 65. He's to the right, on the left on the screen, of Ryan Bates, the center.
Okay.
You're gonna see the defensive tackle come in from the left side. He's going to start on Newman and just pivot and just totally destroy the center and clear out both players so that Kenneth Grant can loop in. And just look at how 65 handles it.
Okay.
He gets a tiny piece at the end.
Yeah,
it was just a good defensive play in my opinion. I liked it, and if Kenneth Grant wanted to, I think he's polishing off that quarterback. Thank God he got it out on time. But I mean, look at the frame. He's almost ass naked, and he's able to just get a piece right here. So I don't know. The stuff that I saw in the very brief sample size with my caveman non-football brain, I like what I saw from Luke Newman. And I'm a Michigan fan. I should hate the kid.
By the way, I've noticed Bajent. Has anyone else noticed this? That Bajent is holding the ball lower to his waist now? It's just my observation.
I didn't observe that, no.
So Bajent used to hold the ball a little bit. He wasn't like to his ear hole, but he used to hold the ball a little bit higher. Now if you watch Bajent in that play, he's holding the ball like down here now. If you replay that, you'll see it. Bajent drops back. He's holding the ball like right here. And where he used to hold it like a little bit more like around here. Now he's like more around his liver line, I guess you could call it. Right below his pecs. Above his pecs.
We'll have to see if that translates to Caleb Williams as well. We're obviously going to see him play against the Bills. How much? We have no idea. What's the thought process behind that, though? Just not wanting to have the ball swatted out by the defensive end?
Well, I guess I don't know if it's being coached into them, because I have noticed a little bit difference just from some of the shots I've seen of Caleb throwing the ball. It seems to come out of his hand not as quick. So I wonder if they're
bad.
I wonder if they're because Caleb had like a 0.13 second release last year.
Yeah, I think I've told this story before.
Bing, bing, bing.
But when Caleb Williams won the Heisman, I didn't ever watch a live snap of UFC that year. I just did not give a rat's ass. Going into that next year, he was on my radar. Like, man, this kid's good, right? It would be so crazy if the Bears got him, but the Bears won't be that bad. They're not going to have a chance at hell for him. So I'm watching him from a very unbiased point of view. That first game of that year for USC, I think it would have been in 2022, right? Before the draft in... No, 2023, because he was drafted in 24. Man, that fucking ball came out so fast. I'll find the clip for you guys. I mean, it was so startling how fast he got rid of the ball. Even in the year that was dubbed the down year after his Heisman year. I don't know. So if they're slowing that down in any capacity, that is a big negative, a big no-no. Literally the exact same release as like an Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers also a guy who released the ball so fucking quickly.
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers coming out of college was like this. He came out like this. And now you're what?
Well, sitting 3 years behind Brett Favre, I would hope that improved.
He was more down here when he came out of the pocket. He was like kind of just. I hope whatever the fuck's going on is.
Who is our QB's coach? Do we have a dedicated QB's coach?
JT Barrett.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I mean, more Ohio State scum. I hate to be that guy, but.
What's your confidence level in Declan Doyle? Because mine is high. Like, he seems just like a brilliant young mind that is just offering. Inputting info into Ben Johnson's head, and they're like going back and forth. And even though he's not going to call plays, he's going to be an integral part of designing plays and coming up with, solutions to problems.
I still think that Declan Doyle in the grand scheme is trending towards a nobody in the sense that he's an offensive coordinator by name and by name alone. He won't have an ultimate impact on what the offense looks like. But he always was the guy that I thought would be the dirty work guy, because Ben Johnson quite literally cannot do that anymore. So he has high value in that sense. These are my initial impressions. But I got a chance to actually see him essentially coach for the first time on 1920 Football Drive that was released about 4 hours ago at this point. Mm-hmm. That guy gets fucking animated, man. He is a coach that vibes perfectly with this staff.
So wait, who? Which coach?
Declan Doyle.
Yeah.
He yells and screams and he goes, okay, in these fucking next 8 minutes, I need as many fucking reps as possible. Like, I don't know, it kind of got me lit up. Like, I was excited to see that shit.
I agree. When you hear him talk to the media,
he's not an idiot by any stretch, and I hope I didn't come off like that. Like, this guy is smart. But again, I always thought that he would essentially be the Chicago Bears offensive janitor. Do all the dirty work. Stay up until 4 a.m. and watch all this fucking film and let me know what I need to know when I wake up. But I think he's a lot more than that at this point.
I agree. Like, Rick is in the Sports Zone Chicago chat all the time saying, we have this thing right here. Fuck Green Bay, fuck Chicago media, fuck Aaron Rodgers, and let Caleb be Caleb. And then he takes it a step further, and he's he's talking about. He says F 2026 because Rick believes this could be the year. Last year I said I pounded the fucking table that we were going to become the first team to win the Super Bowl with a rookie head coach, a rookie quarterback, and lo and behold, Jaden Daniels damn well came close to. He could have done it, and that fuck Jaden Daniels too, Rick. This could be the year that the Bears win the Super Bowl with a rookie head coach. Right, Rick? F 2026, my friend. I want to thank you so much for joining us tonight, Rick.
PJ, if you're listening to me, I try to tell him all the time the highs are too high and the lows are too low. I tried my darndest, PJ.
Listen, what do you want from me, Carl?
I want you to get very mad at this is what I want.
Breaking rumor, even though I don't think he will be traded, the Packers have a very serious trade offer on the table to the Cowboys for Micah Parsons. Fuck
1.7 million views, by the way. So Ricky is infamous. Ricky is a Twitter account that is probably like a Sears Tower, cream sleeve, clickbait piece of shit. But he's got so many scoops that have proven to be correct. I think that he has some sort of connection. And for me to immediately say that this is false, just because I think it's clickbait, I don't know if I can do it.
Two things to that. A, the Packers don't do shit like that. And B, if they did do this, it only proves that they are scared of what we're doing.
No, you're thinking too hard about it. I think it proves what everyone else already knows. And that Jordan Love fucking sucks. They can't win with just Jordan Love and a bunch of Jag wide receiver fives and a shit defense spearheaded by fucking Rashawn Gary. Go blue, buddy, but you're not what you're supposed to be in college or the NFL.
So they're going to overpay a fucking mediocre quarterback. Fuck Green Bay.
They already have. Right?
Yeah. And then they're going to go overpay a defensive end on the other side, and they're going to lose all the wide receivers they've been trying to develop for that fucking
Come on. You think a little bit harder. The team that they'd be trading with is the Dallas Cowboys, who already have CeeDee Lamb and acquired George Pickens. There are not going to be any wide receivers sent back to the Green Bay or to the Dallas Cowboys if this happens.
My two most hated teams. They're going to trade with each other to try to fuck with us. Fuck Green Bay. Fuck Green Bay, Grizz. Fuck Green Bay, Rick. Fuck Green Bay, Chad. Fuck Green Bay, Levante. Fuck Green Bay. Fuck you. Fuck you, Green Bay. I am fucking. That's it. I gotta stand back up. I am so fucking sick of Green Bay.
I don't know about any of this.
I am so fucking sick and tired of Green Bay. Fuck off, Green Bay. Everyone in chat.
Keep talking.
Shit. Fuck Green Bay. 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 Shit. Fuck Green Bay.
What? No super chats? Fuck you, Green Bay. Fuck you, Green Bay. And the Buka said it in Sean Sierra's chat, Sports Zone Chicago chat. Like, I used to. Both of us have the same frame of mind. We used to be. Fuck Green Bay, Simon. We used to be like fans.
Look at Levante.
I see Aaron Rodgers in the streets. I might catch a case. Like, fuck Green Bay forever from Mr. Mayhem. Like, Buka said it in Chicago Sports Zone podcast. Like, Lions fans used to be happy for them. Like, I was totally rooting for the Lions last year. I was kind of heartbroken that because of their fan base, because they've been through the same shit that we've been through. And then you see their fan base coming into our Bears chats and just fucking with us, just being the biggest fucking dicks of all time. You're like, fuck you, Lions fans, too. Fuck you, Detroit. Fuck you, Green Bay. Minnesota, you're still okay right now. Impressed with your coach, but fuck you still, too.
No, it's facts. I mean, the Lions fans, after literally, I hope maybe they weren't old enough to remember and retain the information that they fucking went winless in an NFL season. You went 0-16. And you get 2 winning seasons in a row, and you get to see your shitty quarterback and your shitty wide receiver on fucking Netflix, and all of a sudden, Dan Campbell's doing commercials for fucking Applebee's, and you think you're the bee's fucking knees because Barry Sanders wasn't good enough to stay for you? You weren't good enough to make Megatron stay for you? You watched your quarterback get fucking traded and then win the Super Bowl the same goddamn fucking year?
What about that, Roger?
The Lions suck.
The toilet kittens.
Yeah, it is the toilet. It's toilet. Yeah, that's literally what it is.
I mean, I was.
And it gets flushed. The toilet gets flushed with shitty Flint, Michigan water.
I literally had empathy for their fan base, and fuck them.
I always thought you were just drunk when you were saying that shit. It didn't make a lick of sense to me, man.
Probably was.
It didn't make a lick of sense, dude.
But where's Don Burr? By the way. Anyone seen Don Burr? He's hiding because he knows his fucking team sucks.
Yeah.
He can't live up to his own fucking words anymore.
I wish we were better at documenting his bullshit because I know for a fact that he promised us. He said, Ben Johnson will not leave. Aaron Glenn will not leave.
Yeah.
Up yours.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Earlier
he
today?
He said he would come on the show so many times and then bailed on it and never, fuck Don Burr. Fuck Detroit Lions. Fuck Green Bay. Fuck Minnesota Vikings. Fuck the NFL. This is our time because I'm standing up. I'm on my soapbox. When this fucking organization, when this fan base, when this fucking coaching staff and this quarterback and everything else that follows finally starts winning and winning big, and I'm talking about we're going to be scoring 50-something fucking points here in the future. Might not happen this season or until later in the season, but it's going to happen. When that fucking happens, you're going to be watching a random Kansas City versus Bengals game on a Sunday at 1:00 on Red Zone or NFL Sunday Ticket if you subscribe to that shit. And you're going to hear, "Let's go Bears! Let's go Bears!" Because when the Bears are on top again, when they fucking have a real legitimate, which they do, quarterback and head coach, and now everything, the system is in place, we are all, every one of you and us are going to take the fucking NFL by storm. And you're going to see NFL Europe blow up again. Because you know why? Most of Europe are fans of the NFL because of the Bears. Jason UK Bears, Chris Watts, they both do the British Bears show at 3 p.m. Central Time every Tuesday now during the season. It just kicked off. They are Bears fans because of the 84, 85 team, that team. So we have been dormant. We have been laying dormant for years. And every year we think this is our year. This is our year. This is not our year necessarily, but this is our generation, this decade of Bears football that is about to come up, my friends. Enjoy it. Shit on the haters because they are all wrong, because they are all being negative about the past. Enjoy this process while it's happening, because we are all going to be sitting here. Fuck that guy. We are all going to be sitting here just in total excitement together. Every one of you that have been here with us from day one until now, and all the other ones that are going to join because of that. And you can all tell them about how, we've been here from day one, going through all the different eras. And now we got fucking 5,000 subscribers, and we've got, 500 people watching this show. And that is when we are going to finally be like, fuck you to the NFL. And it's not going to come down to fuck Green Bay and fuck you, NFL, because now we won. We're back on top. We own this shit. We own the globe. Let's go Bears during a Kansas City fucking Bengals game is what you're going to hear. I'm off my soapbox. Thank you, Carl. Appreciate it. All right.
Hard to refute. Hard to refute anything you just said.
Can we show? Let's just keep doing that cow pussy fucking video on replay. I love the. This is exactly what I think of this fucking guy. No, just keep that on the loop. Yeah.
I don't know if I can loop it.
Fuck that guy. I'm gonna have to take that video and make a 3-minute loop of this because that's what I think of that fucking guy. Fucking asshole.
Oh, right here. Yeah, you just loop it. Just like this. I think.
Oh, look at
I think
that.
I fixed it.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, let's just enjoy this for a second, fans. This guy who can't ever let it go. This guy who just the Chicago Bears Caleb Williams or Justin Fields, Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I want to do this to Steve Rogers for this comment on screen, but that's a joke, Steve Rogers, by the way. Yeah, no, I mean this guy is just like hilarious. He says the most asinine negative things you could think of about Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears, and then he does a stat prediction the very next day, and he predicts Caleb Williams to have improved numbers from 2024 across the fucking board.
Yeah.
It's like, fucking pick a side.
And his wife is from Chicago, and now he just moved here, I guess, is what I've heard. Like, fuck you, dude.
He's got to have some big nuts to fucking think he can walk around Chicago and just not get fucked with.
Dude.
What is Steve Rogers going on? What? Okay.
Wait, what happened between you and Carl?
I don't know. We gave him a we gave him a ticket. He won a ticket, and he's mad at me for that. I don't know.
He started off with this is how it starts, Shorty. New dynasty in the making, and then he says he laughs. No, he says, "Carl, are you done pinching one out?" That's what
he's laughing. He's just trolling. It's because I went off screen for a second.
Right.
It's fine. It's fine.
All good, Steve. All good. Well, I mean, listen. Training camp is to train. Okay. Training camp is when you make mistakes on purpose. You try things you wouldn't normally try because none of it counts. And all of the national, local, fuck Chicago media bullshit that's been spiraling around the fucking social media world that we all now live in, myself included, just take all of it with a fucking grain of salt and enjoy the process because in my belief, we're witnessing the building of the Chicago Bulls of the 90s. This is what we're witnessing it happening right now.
Yeah.
And just enjoy the process. No, there's going to be up and downs. Carl, you keep accusing me of, and you're correct. I am up here, I am down there. But if we all just remain in the middle, just remain calm and cool and collected, we're going to reap the benefits of being a Bears fan for years to come now. And we all know it. We all feel it. It's not fake. It's not an Eberflus. It's not a fucking Trubisky. This is real. It's real.
Yeah. No, literally, like, it all starts and ends with the quarterback, if we're being honest, right? So there is so much pressure on Caleb Williams. But the thing that gives me an undying hope is that we didn't allow a lame duck head coach and general manager to trade up to pick 11 to draft Justin Fields. We didn't give a new GM the reins to trade up with a team who wasn't going to pick Mitchell Trubisky and mortgage the future for a quarterback who turns out to be the worst quarterback drafted in the first round that year. We're not relying on Rex Grossman to have good Rex, bad Rex, throw us the 5 touchdowns on the Super Bowl and not the 5 interceptions. We lucked into the pick. It was engineered and it was a good trade and it was tactical and it worked out, but we also got lucky. We got lucky to earn the first overall pick, and we were lucky to get Caleb Williams. So it wasn't something that we earned and we're too smart. It was luck, and I think that's something that we should keep in mind.
And is it because I said his name 3 times that Don Bird appears?
Apparently, someone said that he
how in the
was in here
fucking
earlier.
hell is Don Burr in our chat right now? After I just got done shitting all over you, Don Burr, not 5 minutes ago, and now you're in the chat. Were you just in the background, not saying anything, or did you just happenstance to hop in our chat? Because I just took a giant dump on you, Don Burr, and now you're in our chat. That's amazing. Haven't seen you for months upon months, and now you're in our chat. That's amazing. Which one was he?
I'll say something nice about the Lions, maybe in an attempt to, ironically, earn some credibility. That Jameson Williams kid is going to be a problem. He is putting out clips, and the things I'm being told, not being told, but reading on Twitter, this Jameson Williams could be a problem. And the Bears defense, you said, oh, they're going to be so great. They're not going to be able to play, engage 8 and blitz 8 guys against Jameson Williams. I mean, it's just not going to work. You're going to have to play soft coverage against that bastard.
You've got a seasoned defensive line or defensive coach who's now a 2-time head coach, who's our defensive coordinator, going up against the Lions in game 2, who is a team that is the same as us. Only they're a lot more. The jury is more out on them, right, than they would be out on us. At least we know what we can expect from Ben and what we can get from the offense from Ben. What are the Lions fans?
Yeah, I just disagree with that. I mean, unfortunately, the Bears' offense is literally a complete unknown. And it's not that I don't think Ben Johnson is capable of putting out a good product. It's that, can he juggle that with being the fucking head coach? Again, second-year quarterback, new system, essentially brand new offensive line in front of Caleb Williams too. There's a lot of moving parts here. And in week 2, you're going to be in that shitty dome, Ford Field, with, I don't know if it has any clean drinking water there or if I can allow it to touch me when I sit down to piss, to flush my piss. Man, just from a philosophy standpoint, very fast, talented wide receiver going up against a young defense. You will not be able to just say, okay, Nashon Wright, just keep up 1-on-1 for 3 seconds with J-Mo. That's not going to work. You're going to have to play shell. You're going to have to play soft coverage on that son of a bitch. What has been done wrong so far, Cliff? Literally nothing. But again, it's just that, how can you say from what we're seeing with reports... Cliff, if you were asking questions of Ben Johnson every single day and watching them practice every single day, I would take that maybe a little bit more to heart. But there's nothing concrete that anyone can tell me to say that Ben Johnson's going to be the man immediately. I'm very confident that he will be the man in the long haul, but those first 6, 8, 10 weeks, why do we have to be, literally the undefeated New England Patriots? I don't think we're going to get there. And we didn't address the running back position whatsoever. I'm sorry, Ian Wheeler is not the saving grace. We watched all these fucking running backs, even the mediocre guys like Bashal Tootin, Cam Scadaboo. We didn't do anything to acquire these guys. We settled for a 7th-round running back. And DeAndre Swift is allergic to running between the tackles. I'm fearful that this run game is not going to be able to open up the pass game early. And if anything, this offense is going to dilute itself later on into the season to the Bears having to pass to open up the run game. And that's fine. If that's what it is, I don't care. But I don't think that you're going to be able to lean on a run game and lean on a defense while your young quarterback figures it out. I think you're going to take some bumps and bruises. Again, record prediction speaks for itself. Got the Bears starting out 1-5. Do I think that the Bears are a bad team because of that? Hell no. But that's just how I see it right now. Yeah, Jaden Blue. I don't want to talk about Jaden Blue. And fuck you, Aldo Gandia, for sniping him in that Dynasty Fantasy League. Fuck you. I wanted Jaden Blue so bad.
You're in a fantasy league with Aldo?
Yeah. I've been begging him to start up the podcaster league again like he did last year. And because I won it, he just won't start up the league again. So he got me into a Dynasty league with, I think, the commish is David Peters. I really don't even know all of them. I think it's me, Aldo, and Joe Mandel, I think, is from the Barroom Network as well. Outside of that, I essentially know no one.
Oh man,
yeah,
I'm ready to get into an all-out war right now. With
sounds like the perfect time to end the show before we get the show canceled.
I can't believe I haven't seen this fucking guy Don Burr in months. Yeah, which two Lions podcast, Don? Don says Detroit podcasts are ripping people like you to shreds, hollering Ben made Dan. Yeah. Which two podcasts? Because one of them is our friends.
Which one of those two podcasts was the one where you promised us, Don Burr, where you promised us that Ben Johnson wouldn't leave? Which one was that? I would love to watch that.
You promised us you'd come on the show and back up your fucking face with your mouth. Listen, I am just honored that I talk shit about Don Burr, and then boom, he appears.
Fucking Chris Foster, enjoy your time in the limelight, buddy. Everyone gets a 15 minutes of fame.
He says, post this on the screen so Cowturd Burr can see it since he blocks me. Burr, why do you run away after every playoff choke and then come to hear Bears chats and block me for picking on you? Run away, little one. I just can't believe I just talk shit about him and he shows up. He must have been listening the whole time and just wasn't in the chat or something.
What is this fanfic scat fucking profile picture? Is that Jared Goff? And he's like a princess? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, what's going on?
Hell?
Are you hanging out with the what was it? What's that one podcast? Can't think of it. Ghost of Judah Tribe?
Oh,
with your
shit. That's a throwback as
your
well.
naked men pics in the background.
What?
Yeah. They were on there talking shit about the Bears, and there was like a bunch of
Tony Moy can't miss,
half naked in the background.
Tony Moy can't miss. Is Don Burr really Muggsy?
Oh man, well, perfect timing on the show because it's over 3 hours now anyway. Plus, we did a members content for you guys. Listen, everyone in chat, we love you, man. Thank you for your support. Our members, Levante, Chad Spieger, Steve Rogers, Cliff Victoria, everyone else who is our members. We love you and appreciate you for your support. Thank you, everyone else. Real Bears fan, Tony Moy. Patty Lara, Armando Lara Jr., Atmos. Thank you, Atmos, for joining us tonight. Rick, fuck Green Bay, and fuck Green Bay. Bruja 7, thank you for joining us tonight. You guys are absolutely all fucking amazing. Like, honestly, couldn't do it without you guys. You guys run the show, man. We are here for you every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And, thank you for being here for us, man. Even you, Don Burr. Fucking Don Burr showing up at the last second.
Everyone has a role. Who's the player like Chris Conte? He had a role for the Bears, even though he's fucking god-awful. Everyone has a role.
Cliff Victoria, Tony Moy, Mr. Mayhem. Fuck Green Bay forever, man. Thank you, Mr. Mayhem. You're one of our longtime supporters, too. Really appreciate you. Simon S., my cousin. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. John S., Grizzly Bear, Jay Grizz. As Carl's pulling up the polls for tonight.
Yeah, I feel like I missed one. I think that we did 4 polls today, but I missed one. I wasn't able to retrieve it from the chat, so I apologize on that. And no CCP, Cliff Victoria, sorry. No social credit for you today, but...
Jojo Loco 5150, thank you, my friend. Plank, Mr. Plank, thank you for being a member. Alex is my name-o. Mikey, Relentless Mikey, Melon Smasher. I can go up for hours on this, 3 hours, but you guys all know who you are. Thank you for your support. We love and appreciate you, and we will be here. Armando says, "Shorty, I appreciate what you do. Appreciate what you do when I was in the hospital for 3 weeks. You were a lifesaver last September. I didn't know that you were in the hospital. I'm glad to know that you are well. Sounds like you're not in the hospital anymore, Armando. So, thank you, and you're welcome. Hopefully we entertained you." That's an absolute humbling honor to hear that from you. Thank you, Grizz. Really appreciate you. Honestly, man, I could talk about you guys for another hour. You guys are all fucking amazing. We will be here again next week, as we always are. 9 p.m. Eastern time. Another game this weekend against the Bills at home. That should be fun. Enjoy it, my friends.
Very, very important announcement for anyone who has access to HBO Max and anyone who has their cell phone service provided to them by AT&T, because that is offering, or that is a gateway into free HBO Max via that. There will be an episode of Hard Knocks released on Tuesday, and that should include footage of the Chicago Bears. The Buffalo Bills are the team that are going to be at a joint practice with the Bears, as well as in a preseason game this weekend. So hopefully we'll be able to get some nice juicy footage one last time from Hard Knocks for the second year in a row as well. So keep an eye out for that.
Rick Gonzalez, I've known him probably longer than any one of you in chat before I started this channel. I was always in chat with him on the Shaw Local podcast with Hub Arkush. He turned me on to NFLwebcast.com. I put that in the link. I put it in the chat here. Anyone that doesn't have the ability to watch a Bears game, that lives out of state, that cannot get the game, per Rick Gonzalez. Thank you, Rick. NFLwebcast.com. I guess you can get the games for free. Rick.
Don't say it again.
I didn't. I don't want to ruin it.
You're going to get
I'm going to get banned.
Yeah, you're going to get canned.
I didn't use that last weekend because it was on TV for me. I would rather watch it in my living room than in my office. So check that out. It's in there. You can see it right there in the chat. Anyone that doesn't have the ability to watch the game, please check that out. Per Rick Gonzalez. Thank you, Rick. Everyone in chat, we love you guys. Thank you so much. You guys make the show. We will see you next week at 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, let me just, for the audio listeners, give the final rundown on the polls. Got this shit. The poll that I missed was King Buka. It was a 100%. We asked the chat if we wanted King Buka to come on the show. Everyone said yes, except for King Buka himself. That's what it was.
And he was the only one, and he came on the show.
Yes. Other polls for tonight. Would PJ be proud of Shorty's dancing in the opener? 64% said no. 35% said yes. I'm not sure why.
Who's again?
You can only choose one between running backs Ian Wheeler and Travis Homer. And the decision made itself if Travis Homer is hurt. Obviously, you don't want the hurt player. Everyone really doesn't value Travis Homer's special teams ability, even though we're retaining our special teams coach. So 90% said Ian Wheeler, which, fine, whatever. I don't care. And then the big one, confidence level of Bears starting offensive linemen. 47% said C, average. 34% voted B, which is what I voted for. And 17% voted A. And maybe the biggest result of all of that, 0% of our audience today said that they have zero confidence in the Bears' offensive line. So we are not in the basement, so to speak, and I would hope that is the case. Sure hope it ends with an A.
I agree. Guys, thank you. We'll see you next week, 9 p.m. Let's end this shit on a 1, 2, 3. Bears.
If I do a show Saturday, don't be surprised. Set notifications.
Yeah, set your notifications. We might be back again before then. Love you guys. Appreciate you. Have a great night. 1, 2, 3.
Bears and fuck Green Bay, man.
Giddy up, groove, stay. You down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. You down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. Integral, grind exponential. You down with BCP? blow. Switch the flow.